What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahad Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Patriots Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Next Lawrence II.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Flag on the Play, episode 114. Basically, it's the birthday stream. My birthday tomorrow. Obviously, can't stream Tuesday's Flag on the Play. So, obviously, I wish my birthday was what's the name today, but obviously, it's tomorrow. But back with the regular suspects. Dog playing early. Donnie random pull back up. We got a special guest. My dog, NFL agent. My dog, Mr. CHAS. How you feeling, dog?
I'm feeling well, man. It's been a long day, but I'm feeling good, man. And happy early birthday to you.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. That's real. But let me just get started off because we're gonna cut off too much time. You still at the office right now. What made you want to become an NFL agent?
Yeah, so it's a long story actually. I make it as short as I possibly can, but how I got into this was I was in the military. I was in the Army for 5 years, and leaving the military,
Thank you for your service.
Government. My pleasure. And actually, today's Veterans Day of all days, right?
It is too. Which is too.
Veterans Day.
Right.
Yeah. So, leaving the federal government, leaving the military, I ended up working in the federal government. I was a decision officer or a raider for the United States Department of Veteran Affairs in Washington, D.C. And in that role, I made final decisions on application for benefits. So veterans basically say, hey, the military has wounded me. I am due compensation of sorts. And it's my job to make a determination on how much compensation they get and if they get it and for how long. And so in that role, I ended up developing a company called Seven Principles. We've been operating for 12 years now, and we've taken care of veterans all across the globe. We take in about 3,000 veterans a year. We talk to about 100 or so folks per day. And in that role, I saw that there is, and this is probably going to trip you out a little bit, there is a very, very close similarity between those that service our country and those that play in the National Football League. While you're in the military, everybody loves you. You're wearing a uniform, thank you for your service. And then when you don't wear the uniform, they don't know who you are. Same with a player. A player wears his jersey or it's on the team and people are tracking him. He's doing his thing. He's loved. As soon as he's a veteran and he's no longer in the NFL, he's no longer hot. People kind of forget him. Unless you're really a football head and you kind of remember who they are. And so I saw that similarity, and I've always been a problem solver. I've always been someone that said, hey, if there's an issue, I can go fix it. And what I noticed that a lot of agents, at least from what players were telling me, they were firing the agent for a number of reasons. And it was because of the lack of duty of care to the client. At the end of the day, this guy that's playing National Football League is still a client of yours. And my job is to make sure that they get service in all capacities outside of football. So I thought I could offer a different appeal to the industry, to the marketplace. And I just threw my hat in the ring and became an NFL agent and went through the process. The process is pretty grueling. Actually, the first year I failed the exam, which was tough. But it's a pretty grueling process. It wasn't just as clear as I thought it was. And I can go through that if you guys want to know. But yeah, that's how I got into it, man. I became an agent because I felt like players weren't getting the highest and best return from their agents. Not all of them. Not saying that's for all agents, but the ones that I met. And I feel like I do a much better job. And I feel like I can offer opportunities to these guys just outside of football and make sure that when they do leave from playing football, they have a good transition and they make great revenue throughout their post-playing days.
All right. So before random you go, chat. If y'all got any questions for obviously CHAS, just send a super chat. And it's my birthday, so y'all might as well just look out. Since it's birthday super chat while we got CHAS up here. But random, you can go ahead, bro.
So one of my questions is, you mentioned the process of you becoming an NFL agent. Can you talk about that process a little bit? How it's grueling? Because obviously, I think one thing I learned, because we spoke before the pod, I'm really into sports business and learning how easily a lot of these players can lose their money, whether or not it's mainly, if we're being honest, from family or just really bad people. Like, for instance,
lifestyle.
What's the guy who went to the Jazz in the NBA because his agent or his representation?
Ace Bailey?
Yes, Ace Bailey. Can you talk about that process, becoming an NFL agent, and why? And I guess maybe for you, maybe you can have some intel, and why do you think the process is so hard?
So it's only 1,100 of us in the NFL agency business, like 11, like a little shy of 1,200. So it's not many people doing this kind of work. The process, and so for me, I came from outside. I played football, but I have no dealings with the NFL. So I came kind of from the outside in, learning to speak a new language. So first, it's a $2,500 application fee. That's not refundable. And then they go through a credit check. So you need to have a certain type of credit. And they want to see what kind of money you're dealing with as well. So we call it a solvency test in the mortgage business to make sure you're solvent, which means like, do you have the capital to do this kind of work, right? So first there's a credit check. Then there's which a lot of guys get stopped there, and some stop at the application fee. And then there's also a background check. And there's also I think there's a good fit check that the NFLPA does to make sure that you are who you say you are and you actually do the job. You also have a master's degree at a minimum, or a doctorate, or a Juris Doctorate, which is a law degree, or 7 years of negotiating experience. And for players, there's some leeway for them as well. The 7 years of negotiating experience is kind of hard to articulate, but I do know guys that are NFL agents from being able to showcase that they have 7 years of negotiating experience.
Yeah, but say, how do you do that without actually being in the business?
I have no idea, but it's negotiating experience from outside of the NFLPA side. So I mean, that could be someone that's like a negotiator for a bank, someone that's negotiating M&A.
Okay.
M&A personnel could probably easily fit that bill.
Oh, car salesman.
I don't know if that's a burden of proof.
Maybe premium cars. Maybe premium cars, like where you're talking with high end, maybe luxury cars. Maybe that's what because I don't think that would work.
Yeah, I was wondering. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can't speak for the NFLPA, but if I were them, I would say if it's someone coming from the car business, they probably own a dealership, because they have. At the end of the day, is you want to make sure that you can negotiate a good player contract and that you can represent your player well, but you also understand these larger numbers. We're not dealing with a few $100,000. We're dealing with 7 digits in most cases. I mean, league minimum this year is $840,000. So let's start there. And you're gonna get paid a little bit more than that because you get some type of sign-up bonus. So let's just call it $1 million. You have to understand what $1 million means. Go ahead, you're early.
So Chaz, what say the player that says, okay, you know what, my mom handles my negotiations, or you know what I'm saying? Like what says that the player that has a family member be an agent, even though they don't have the experience? Like what if a player picks him, can the NFL then say, nah, he not qualified or she not qualified?
Well, by rule, no one can negotiate with 32 teams unless they are a certified contract advisor, which is an agent. So you have to go through the NFLPA's process. But I guess for listeners, can a player be unrepresented? And the answer is yes. I think the most prominent unrepresented individual in this year's draft was Cam Ward. He's unrepresented. So, is mom and dad and uncle and trusted advisors in the background plan? Yes, absolutely. Lamar was also another one that was also unrepresented also. So, you have some guys that will be unrepresented. And I think, honestly, if you're a first-round draft pick, let's be clear here. For drafted rookies, most of the contract is really standard. There are some terms in the contract that's already pre-written, and you can add some addendums here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of fail-proof. It's not until you start actually getting really creative with trade deals and the next second contract, we call it, that's where you start getting a little more creative with the player's ability to earn more. But for most rookies, drafted and undrafted, the contract is pretty straightforward. But to finish answering your question, Random, I hope I'm saying your name properly. But to finish answering your question, that's the process. And then it's a 60-question open book test that's slotted for 3 hours. It's based on the CBA and different source materials that NFLPA sends to you. And your job is to make sure you can answer those questions in a way where you understand the logic of the rule. I think my first mistake was that I tested to understand how to answer the question versus understanding the logic of the rules. And so I understand the logic of the rule now. Like, why is there a salary cap? Why is there an acceleration? Why is there a trade deadline? Why are there certain rights around player safety when it comes down to practices and games, and what happened with penalties, and how these benefits pay out in annuities and things of this nature. So you have to understand that very well for the NFLPA to give you the stamp. And that's how you become an agent. And then from there, it's you kind of off to your own devices to figure it out, from recruiting talent and being able to get players to trust you to represent them for the NFL.
All right. Fleming, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're a big movie guy. I'm a huge movie guy. There's a lot of notable movies that have sports agents, like Jerry Maguire. There's Ballers, a TV show. Draft Day, He Got Game. Of those movies, or if there's another one, which one of those are your favorite, and how realistic are they to the actual job of a sports agent?
Yeah, great question. I'm gonna say something here. I haven't watched that movie since I was a kid, and it didn't apply to me as it did then as it does now. But I can tell you what the differences are. A lot of people think that being a sports agent is like glitz and glam, make a lot of money, you're on private jets, having fun, and it's actually the opposite. My job, and every agent is different, but my job as an agent is to make sure that my client can focus directly on football, and everything outside that I take care of. I was talking to a guy today, And I was explaining to him how to actually purchase and invest in real estate. Some players prefer to just rent an apartment and stay there. But it's my opinion that if you're, well, it's not my opinion, this is a fact. If you are renting an apartment, you're paying another company's mortgage. Why not pay your own mortgage? And so there's ways, if you are a player and you feel as if you're not going to be on this team for very long, you can take that asset and make it to like a long-term asset through a short-term rental, an Airbnb, or you can make it into a corporate housing, or you just rent it out if you feel like you want to deal with the drama of a tenant and dealing with landlord-tenant act. So, my job is to make sure that my client can focus directly on playing the sport of football and being well at it. First, making the 53-man roster, and then staying on the roster for as long as he can. And when he can't, find him somewhere else to go and compete with that team as well. And everything outside of that, from move-in to housing to negotiating deals to opportunities to brand deals, I found ways to justify my cost to my client representing from the NFL by finding opportunities off the field. So not many agents think like that, but I came into the business with a business already making millions per year. We make millions a year in revenue from offering things to our customers and our clients. So I came with a mindset that if I can service my client and they're paying me for my services, I have to find a way to make my client whole by finding other opportunities for them that bring money to the table. And that's what my job as agent is.
Yo, Donnie. Donnie here. This nigga was just here. All right. Early, you can go ahead.
So one of the questions I want to ask, when determining a player's contract negotiations, when it comes to how much does stats play a factor in that? Like the numbers they put up. Because here on Flag on the Play, a lot of guys believe that stats don't matter and that it's skill set. But do owners say, hey man, even though he doesn't put the numbers up, he has the skill set and I should pay him more money? Does that happen?
A lot of times it's character. It's how you respond to interview. It's how you carry yourself in the public. You gotta understand, like, you are one player, that's that one dog, but there's 10 dogs behind that want your job right now. They want your job too, and they're just as good. A lot of times what separate guys is good roster fit. Sometimes it could be that there is a void somewhere else in the team, and your position is just the one that needs to be cut because they need to fill a void somewhere else, and it costs too much money to fill that void. There's politics at play. So I tell players, look at a few things first. Stats do matter, absolutely. Speed is probably the highest stat, but your character is going to take you a lot further. Being a good team, locker room fit is going to also carry you a lot further, and then look at politics of your team and schemes. So how you fit that is a very important part as well. If you know you're not going to fit in this particular offense, let's try to find another option for you. Now, obviously, if you're a rookie, take what you can get because you're getting drafted. Unless you that guy, which is sometimes kind of rare for a guy to just pick where he wants to go, but it does happen. Your goal is to focus on having good moral character, being able to be a good team locker room fit, and just playing your part in the role and understanding the politics of the team.
So what I'm saying, so player A and player B are both great locker rooms. They're both great personalities, great people. Player A might have a better skill set. Maybe he might be faster. He might, whatever they do at their position, he might do a little better. But player B puts up to productivity. So it might be, 18 sacks to 9 sacks, or it might be 1,500 yard receiving to 900 yard receiving, or it might be 1,400 yards rushing to 800 yards rushing. If you're trying to get a contract, is there a way they can get the same contract, or is the person again, mind you, I say great personality, great locker room. If this guy has better numbers versus this guy's numbers, and they're basically the same as far as like who they are and their place on the team, does the one that has the better stats get the probably leeway for the ball of a better contract?
Productivity will win all the time. Productivity will always win. In my opinion, if I'm owner of a team,
bro,
and I feel as if my investment with this particular player would go further. If I got a guy that's going to give me, on average 12 sacks,
Chaz, I don't mean to cut you off, but earlier just asked the most sky is blue statement you ever gonna ask. Like, why?
But Chaz, it's just funny because again, we think sports stats don't matter. I think the biggest thing is that we think sports stats don't matter. So here's my thing though, Chaz, because I don't think owners care about. I don't have what he has. But so I don't have the numbers he has because I don't have what he has. Do owners really care about that?
At the end of the day, it comes down to the GMs. The GMs carry a lot of weight in regards to who gets on what team and what they're getting paid. And also the scouts play a big part in make sure that feeder line goes to as well. The ownership side, their viewpoint, at least from me looking at it, I don't deal with a ton of owners because one, I just deal mostly with the front office staff, scouts and GMs. But from an ownership perspective, they're looking at a million other things in the business. Player development is one of those things, but it's just a slice of a pie. And so if I got a guy that's a GM, they're going to care about those stats. And if they feel as if they can get more production from one player versus another, I'm going to go with the guy that's going to have the most production.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, man. So skill set is nice, but again, it's the production that matters. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a production business. I mean, if I got a guy that's gonna give me 12 sacks and that's gonna get me X amount of loss of yards on my opponent's team, and that puts me close to winning a championship. And that's the goal, is to win the Super Bowl every year. So absolutely.
Yo, Flam, how is he asking about a skill set question when it comes to a contract?
Because you're not hearing. See, you're not hearing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you might. I'm asking the question.
I hear what you're saying.
Who has the better skill set? It doesn't really matter if he doesn't produce it. It doesn't matter the situation. It doesn't matter that.
It does,
you know?
Really, it does when it comes to contract. I'm 1,000% with you.
Like what? Yeah. Like that sky is blue when it comes to making.
That's why you talk about
but then early for a guy who does like a job like me, where I'm a scout and watch recruits, production really doesn't matter as much as skill set. That's
he's just like
sky's blue. Come on, early.
He's trying to be.
I didn't want to say it's so different when you're trying to talk about where a player ranks in terms of maybe all time.
Exactly.
Compared to them
all I want to, Chaz, these guys are crazy. All I want to make sure is that stats do matter in some regard in the NFL. That's what I wanted to say, baby. Hey, Mr. Chaz. Also, Chaz, hey man, congratulations on your weight loss, man. I knew you were a bigger guy. You look great, man. I thought you were Michael Vick when you first came on the screen, man. Who was? I thought you got big one here. Man, listen, man.
Away with that. Now he's trying to change the subject.
Hey, man, you know,
that's crazy.
I just want to make sure stats matter in football. That's all. Whether it's contracts or whatever, just stats do matter at some point in time. That's cool.
Anyway, before Chaz, Donnie, you got a question you want to ask?
I guess something I can ask is, I come from a family that is a bunch of entrepreneurs as well. My grandpa owns or used to own a lot of car businesses in central and eastern Iowa. I have an uncle who owns a couple car businesses down in Florida. So, like, I've grown up in a family around entrepreneurs. But the main question I have for you is, when I talk to other entrepreneurs about that topic, some of them work hard, and then some of them were just given a lot of stuff. And I can imagine, based off the way that you're speaking, you have worked hard for a lot of your stuff. And I have a ton of respect for that, and congratulations to all your success. For the people that were, that also want to go down that path, what advice can you give them about hard work?
To work smart, not hard necessarily, because the work goes to what you can negotiate and what you earn. So that kind of goes back to our contract conversation of what you can negotiate. But I would say working smart and being able to have good partnerships. The goal, of course, is to have the money to spread. So if I'm in a position where I know the man to my left and the man to my right, or a man or woman to my left and right can eat as well, they shall eat. And so I think a lot of times in today's entrepreneurship, there's this position of, if I'm giving something away or if I'm not getting it all, then I'm losing. And no, you're not. I've been very blessed over the last, my whole entire life, but particularly in entrepreneurship for the last 12 years, to where I have put other people in positions where they were making minimum wage and they're making six figures. Some people are actually building their own businesses as well, and I've been a big giver. That's really been my thing since a young adult. My parents were very strict on me about that. I grew up in a very kind of Christian strict home, where it's about giving to your next person and being that good neighbor kind of a thing. So that just kind of stuck with me my whole entire life. And in entrepreneurship, I've always given. And when I found opportunities for other people, I just made a connect. Like today, right? I was talking to some guys in North Carolina about a development deal that's through the CDFI. And so this development deal is bringing in, I want to say a little over $13 billion to build to build low income housing, right? And so if I have the opportunity to buy the land, why not look out for my homeboy that can provide the lumber? And if I another opportunity for someone to bring in the lighting fixtures and the roofing and the tile and build a whole entire subdivision. So it's being in a position where you really can help other people out and help them eat too. And then at the end of the day, you eat the same way. So that's kind of how I look at it. And I guess the building blocks, that's a very broad response. I want to make sure listeners kind of understand it too. The building blocks is, one, taking care of yourself. So being able to understand like what value you bring to the equation and how you can capitalize on that, meaning monetarily, and then being able to, of course, extend it from there. So, but let's not mistake it. You need capital for sure. When I started my business, I cashed in 100% of my retirement account from the federal government. I had about $130,000 in cash. All chips were in. And also, being an entrepreneur, you got to take the leap. So some people don't want to take the leap. You got to take the leap. Yeah, man, dude, listen. When they do X-rays, I got dog in me. I'm not just, and I got a dog in me, bro. So I've been ever since I was a little boy. I've been a competitor, and so I took the leap, and I was like, I got plan A, I got plan A, and plan A, and plan A gonna have to work. That's what it was.
I love that. I love that talk. I love that talk. Ain't no plan B.
Speaking
Plan B is fortifying plan A. I love that talk.
Exactly. Yeah, I put all the chips in. I sold my car. I reduced my housing. I lived under my means for about 3 or 4 years. Made sure my family was good. I got 4 kids, so made sure my family was good. And I took a portion of that retirement account, made sure nothing ever stopped with the family. And look at us now. But it paid off. But the thing is, like, you got to have a little bit of dog in you too, and you got to be a little off somewhere too to actually do entrepreneurship, at least from the standpoint of like building it from the ground up. And I built this from my kitchen table. So
I bet. Well, let me read the super chat because this is my dog Eagle Nation. Really love. She went to video on super chat. She just wanted to show love.
Simplify, okay.
Yeah, he said happy B-Day, Trent. Happy Veterans Day to all. He said simplify to all my.
He's in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, word to all my brothers out there, past and present. # Go Birds. We gonna
yes, Semper Fidelis is that's the Marine Corps. So whenever you simplify, he's a Marine.
Where?
Oh, Eagle Nation, if I knew you was a Marine, we could be cool. Because my father's a Vietnam vet and is a Marine. Now I know that we could be cool. Eagle Nation, you don't even understand how much my father was a Marine. That means something to me.
So, Chaz, my last question to you before you head out is just simple one. Is like, what's your favorite thing about being an agent?
Taking care of the guys, man. You got to understand, right? I have an 18-year-old daughter. I have a 13-year-old daughter. I got a 7-year-old stepson. We got a 4-month-old baby. We're a blended family. So a lot of the problems that a lot of people look at me and say, "Oh man, you've done all these great things." But I put my pants on the same way anybody else does, right? I have the similar problems. I just take care of them a little bit different. And so for me, it's taking care of the guys, man, and not just only the guys in the league, but also guys in college and guys that may not find an opportunity in it too. I don't forget them as well. So even though, yes, my prime number one interest from an NFL business standpoint is represent a player, I don't forget about the guys that went to college and they're trying to figure out a way in life. Like, so for me, it's always about giving back, helping the guys out. I'll be 40 years old in a couple months. I know you guys will be like, damn, but I'll be 40 years old.
How old would you be?
40.
Come on, man.
I appreciate that, man. People give me jokes, man, but I don't mind being called Unc. I've accepted the term shit.
But you are Unc, though. I'm not Unc. I'm 31. I'm not Unc. Me and Flam not Unc. That's the problem.
We big bro.
31. Big bro. Okay.
Yeah, big bro.
Nowadays. But I've been blessed, man. Like I said, I have an 18-year-old kid, and a lot of the guys that are going to lead I talk to, 2 of the guys I talked to today, they're 21 years old, man.
You've been doing it. How long you been doing it, though?
The NFL agency shit?
Yeah, like NFL, like being an agent. You've been an agent for how long again?
Man, I've been an agent for like 2 months, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. So early when I met him, I met him at a party, and it was a former player that I knew that my dad.
He next door.
Yeah, I used to literally work out with Alex all the time, and I met him through CHAS, and then literally I think a week after I met CHAS from the party, he became an NFL agent. So that's.
So I'm gonna act out like there's gonna be a time from now where you'll help a player get a contract, and then like a Marvin Harrison, like, right? And then you'll watch years later, and you might have Marvin say, "Yo, help my son get a contract," and you can really watch like just a generation of like wealth you helped through a family to create like other generations, like, you know what I'm saying, like that trickle effect of like I helped you get some money to help your family get some money. Now your son's getting some money. Now, you know what I'm saying, like that's so dope, dog.
That's what I do on the military side. So I have a lot of families I deal with now on the military side. The process is very, very similar. It's a government process or bureaucratic process. But I've been actually funding some of the paths of the draft for 2 years. So even though I'm new as an agent, the reason why I got into it is because some of the agents I was dealing with at the time, I felt as if they weren't having the client's best interest. That's just my personal opinion. And their players also felt that way. And they end up leaving to other places. But I was big on funding the path to the draft. So for viewers, there's a path to the draft. Many folks don't know about this, but whenever a player declares from National Football League, he is no longer an amateur. He is not a professional athlete or deemed as such, right? So there's no more funding from what's the school's Title VII funding or Title 10, whatever the school funding is. Is Title 9?
Title 9.
Title 9. Thank you for that. I get these titles mixed up, man. I'm in titles all day. But there's no more funding for him. So that path to the draft, which includes housing, it includes training, it includes a stipend, it includes I got to fix a problem before it hits the media. That's all funded by the agent. And some of the agents didn't have the capital to do that. You need at least, I would say low end, at least $25,000 liquid cash to just burn. And if you don't get it back, shit, that's on you. So a lot of folks don't have 25,000 just burned on a player. And that's one player. That's per player. So if you got a draft class this year, I joined a firm. And it's called FAM, Forever Athlete Management. It's headed by Damian and Jeff. They are really good friends of mine. I decided to join them because one, they're military, or Damian, he was in the Marine Corps in the Army, and Jeff, just a good soul, just really good guys that give a fuck about players. If I can excuse my French, they care like I cared. So we have the same mindset when it comes down to managing players. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna join you guys' firm and help you guys out and grow with you guys. And so that's what I decided to do. But I did it from the standpoint of we had the same morals, but also you got to have the capital to actually really want to do these kind of things. And right now we're dealing with a draft class of upwards of 20 guys. So I mean, do the math. You know, it's going to cost quite a bit of money for us to make sure all these guys make it to the league and make it safely. A lot of agents don't have those kind of pockets to do that. So for the 2 years before becoming an agent, I was actually helping a few agents with that capital. I give them, something small, $75,000, $80,000, give or take. 10 for this guy, 15 for that guy, 5 for this guy, 25 for this guy, kind of thing. And it kind of all summed up about a little under $100,000. But a lot of folks don't have the capital to do that and say, well, if I don't get it back, how do I make myself whole? How do I find a way to take the capital I've given and replace it with something that isn't there? And it's not coming from the P5 salary. So yeah, if they don't make the team or if they do something stupid, guys do stupid shit. They're 22 years old. So shit happens, But yeah, that's how I got into it. So yeah, even though I may be new on paper, as an agent, I'm not new to the business, and I've been on the business side forever. This is like private equity to me. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it is. You have 10 assets. You have 3 that will perform like shit. You have 3 others that be mediocre. You have 1 that will probably take off. I know the math is off, and that's probably 3, 5, 6, whatever. But you get the point. You have 1 that will take off, and the others will do okay. And you have 3 or 4 that just be total waste of your time and money. And that's just the reality.
But that one could change everything.
Yeah.
That one would change it. Yeah. You may have one guy that may go, let's say, second round, and he may, he get guarantees skill cap from injury. He's got a large sign-on bonus as well, and you get 3% of that. But you got a guy that you thought would make it 7th round or UDFA. He ends up getting in a car accident and not going to minicamp. What do I do? I've already paid the money. He can't pay me back. He's a college kid. Well, I can't squeeze juice from a turnip here. So
nowadays you get that money back from a college kid.
Yeah, I mean, you got to enforce the debt. So. Yeah, can you? Yes, you can. There are ways to get the money.
It's just a better look if you don't, I'd imagine.
No, I understand.
Yeah, it's a process, and then if you want to be honest with you, if he spends the money, how I'm going to enforce a judgment? I'm going to take him to civil court, sue him, get a judgment. Then how do I enforce it? Yeah, it's hard. So from a business standpoint, it becomes one of those calculated risks you just take and say, well, I just know that I'm going to spend $50K this year, and it's going to go down. This could just burn it. But I'm going to make $50K back over the next 2 or 3 years from one guy that did well in this draft class. That's the reality.
And that's the reason why you said that attitude, that personality matters so much, because you could be the guy that's talented, say, don't get no accidents, don't get hurt, but you literally can't get on the team because of your attitude or how you perceive.
Absolutely. If you're a liability, you think I'm going to deal with you? I got a roster of 90 guys coming to training camp. I got a size down to 53. I'd rather give me the guy that's less hated, that's just a little less talented. So this is where stats could play a part, where the stats are not as good as the other guy, but his attitude is so fucked up. I'd rather just take the chance on the guy, unless he's just like that dog. And it's like, okay,
if the guy's that good and he messes up one time, it's like a Rasheed Rice. Do you give him a chance, or you say like you cut your ties immediately? Like I can't take the chance of you doing a dumb decision once.
It just depends on the player.
It depends on the team. Depends on the player. I mean, you see what happened with Shallow. If he was somewhere else, he would probably be still in the NFL. But
yeah.
That scheme, he did one thing, that was it, So it depends on the player, it depends on the coaching staff, it depends on the culture of the GM and the management team. And I mean, you got 32 different teams that have 32 different ways to do business, So I look at it like that. And when you look at it like that, what I tell folks I deal with, be committed to the process, but don't be committed to the outcome of the process, because don't be emotional about that part. Because a lot of times it's out of your control. And whatever happens is going to happen. We're just going to move forward and find a team to deal with and keep in the league. And if we can't, we got CFL, we got other leagues as well, and then we try again next year. So be committed to the process, but don't be emotionally committed to the outcome.
All right, bet. Chaz, I appreciate you, pulling up, taking your time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I say,
yeah,
I'll probably see you probably in the next week or so, another week or so. Because
I'm always throwing parties. I'm throwing another party for Thanksgiving. It's called a Friendsgiving party, man. Pull up, man. We have a good time, man. We get you in there.
Friendsgiving.
I might. It depends, because I hope I can go to LA for the Bucks game. We play the Rams, but I probably.
Okay.
probably been.
You're gonna be in LA. Let a brother know. Okay.
Oh yeah, random.
Let me
Yeah.
know. When they play the Rams?
It's around Thanksgiving. It's around Thanksgiving. I think something like that. But like I said, Chaz, I appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah, man, for sure. I think it's chopping
up with the chat. Yeah, man.
11:23.
Word, appreciate you. And then shit, we about to be on this for the next 2 hours. So appreciate you.
That was good, man. That's a long time. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate the questions. You guys need anything from me? You can follow me on Instagram as well. CHAS.SAMPSON. More than happy to be of service, man.
Yes, sir.
Man. Appreciate it.
Have a good night. Happy birthday again.
Appreciate you, Chaz. Yep. Nah, but let's
Young. That's why Trente won, right?
What the fuck, yo, bro?
We won.
The fuck up, bro. Like, you saying we nah, but like I said, chat, bro. Like I said, we got agents pulling up, NFL players, favorite YouTubers. We got one of your favorite YouTubers in Flame here in the building right now. Just like the stream. If you new here, like,
Appreciate you, man.
Send the super chats, bro.
I'm sorry, Flam.
It's a real Negro birthday. It's a real nigga birthday for anybody.
I wouldn't talk about it.
Send the super chat. Nah, yeah, a plan.
Real quick, before we get started on these games, man. I don't know if I don't really trust in y'all opinion up here except for Flams.
What I do? Oh no, you say you trust it. Oh,
Yeah. I think I kind of trust random. Riddell's biased about a lot of teams. We had a discussion, man, and I feel like Trent he won't clip it up because I know what he does. He doesn't clip up his dumb takes. You know, he tends to shy away from that. We had a discussion. We had a discussion on Player's Choice, and one of the things that Trent was adamant about was that G Will was a top 10 player, and the guys that he put G Will over. Can I just finish this?
Say receiver. I never say
receiver. Whatever. G Will's a top 10 receiver, and he had him over guys like Puka, over guys like Drake London. Had him over guys like JSN.
You call Drake London mid, by the way.
Bro, stop straying away, bro. Like we talked about 2-3 years ago, bro. Like we know who Drake London is now. I think the only guys he had him over was I think your usual suspects, of course, Jamar Chase, of course, Jettis, who looks never mind. Jettis, Jamar, he had him over. He had Malik Neighbors high. He had AJ Brown high. He had Devontae Adams high, which is weird because Puka's number one over there. But you know, and he also had the Puka's number one over there.
How?
I wouldn't.
Targets.
He gets the targets.
Like, what are we talking about? Targets? We're talking about scheme. Like, they make sure he gets the ball, bro. Like, he's the first option.
I mean, Puka, they put him in the slot, but let me ask you this:
Does anybody here think? Does anybody here think Puka's not number one over there?
I think Puka's number one. But I think what Trent is about to say. I know what you're about to say. You're about to bring up the red zone. I'm
about to ask you that question. Any top corner on the opposing team they played, who's guarding Puka or Tate? Which one they guarding?
Well, something go travel, so I don't know.
No. I mean, I
heard
someone say this, and one of the things that I heard also is that one, they will double Puka, and two, Puka moves around. So it's harder to focus on Puka.
Bro, it's the Bill Belichick way, bro. You're being nasty, Trent, because literally, you know they will put the number one on the number two and then double team number one. Stop being nasty, bro.
Do that. Hey, time out.
That's not why they do it. It depends on the team.
No. That's not number one. That's not how it works. Number two, they don't double.
No, teams don't do that.
They don't do that with Puka. They don't double team him. What the fuck are you talking about?
Double teams are expensive. It's not worth it.
Let's really.
So they go number one
I'm gonna say it again.
Teams don't double team that often in the NFL.
Now niggas is chatting.
Double teams are expensive.
But all right, I mean, in the technical term, yeah, but they do shift their defense to focus on the player.
That's different though than
this is what I'm saying. Tay is the one.
Man on someone.
This is what I'm saying. Tay is the one. When what's his name?
Tay is always driving the number.
First game of the season, the Texas play the Rams. Derek Stingley's following Tay Adams the entire game. The next game, L'Jarius Sneed, the number one quarter, is following Tay Adams the entire game. When Tay Adams was frying shit in the first half, the second half, they put Quinion in the second half of the entire game. And Puka's still doing his thing, yes. But the number one on that team is Devontae Adams. When they play the Colts, Mooney Ward is traveling with Devontae Adams the entire game.
It's because Tay runs the big boy. That's what we call him, big boy. He runs the number one type routes. Puka's running option routes.
You run option routes, shit like that in the slot.
Like that's what he.
So
does.
who's the number one to you, Young?
As far as what? I think the offense
Who's
goes
number one?
through Puka, but I think Devontae runs the number
So
one.
you would say who's number one to you?
You said what?
I mean, that's
who's
not
still
like,
the number one
there's
receiver to
different
you?
ways you can answer that question.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
What do you mean by number one?
I think
when it's far as targets,
I
and
think that's just a
volume,
product
Puka's
of
the
Sean
number one.
McVay's offense, though.
I think they got okay.
It is, but why does that make him better than Devontae Adams?
It does.
I don't think he's
I mean,
better.
I don't
think
think
that's
that's the only reason that makes
No,
him
because
better.
this was
Like, just because the
this
offense
was
runs through Puka because he's getting the easier looks, why does that make him better?
Because he
than
has more
Devontae?
versatility too.
He doesn't have more versatility than
But he
Devontae
doesn't
Adams.
though.
That's
But
Yes,
he
he
does.
does. Yes, he
That
does.
is
Yeah.
bullshit.
See what I'm saying right now?
Bullshit.
Because he's a better blocker, so you can have him out there.
Better blocker and better runner with the ball.
Bullshit.
But
But what?
He's
They're
a
both-
better runner
they're-
with the ball and a better blocker.
They're not.
Congrats, you can block better. That doesn't matter that much.
I
That's
named
the
two
person that-
things. I named
Hey, if
two
I'm
things.
Matt Stafford, this is a great problem to
Hey,
have.
whoa, you're talking about versatility.
No,
You're
that's a good
talking
cook,
about
Slam.
lining-
That's
You're
a
talking
good
about lining
cook.
people
That's
up.
a
Wait,
good
so
cook.
hold on.
It is a good
You
cook.
know?
I think they got this crazy to
There's
me. I
no
think
way niggas talk about versatility and say Puka's more versatile than Devontae Adams like it's not equal.
That's
If
not
you
even.
can line him up every-
It isn't.
You can line them up
Man, I
anywhere
just
on
think
the
they got
field.
two.
How
I
is
think
that
they
not
got two
versatility? How is
great
that
receivers.
insane?
I think
Because
versatility.
Puka can be
Why does
used for
versatility
those
matter?
gadget
Why
plays
does
too.
versatility matter this much when
I don't
most
understand why we're
receivers
arguing
can
He
play?
can be used for the gadget plays
I mean,
too.
okay. You want to?
That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about versatility.
Yeah,
But
okay.
Debo
That's what makes
Samuel's
him
more
different.
But Debo Samuel's
but
more
it's not
versatile than
We're
Devontae
not
Adams.
comparing Debo. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but
There's
yo.
There's
No,
only
the difference though is like he has the Debo running style and usage in those like gadget screen type plays, in addition to being able to work inside in the slot and the outside like a normal receiver. So he's the best of both worlds.
I agree. I'm just saying valuing versatility that much when Tay also lines up in the slot and can fry in the slot is a moot point. Essentially, what you're saying is he's a better running, like
He's a better
getting
running
jet
back.
sweeps,
And
things like that,
and-
which
and-
I agree with. I'm
So
not
we think Devontae Adams as a receiver.
Yeah, but that's what makes
he's better than Puka
McVay's
right now.
offense
too.
go.
Yes.
Nah, but that's
how
how
val- I guess how
that's a fair
valuable
point with
is it?
the because they do be running like what's his name, little end around the ship. So I give you that. That's a fair point.
But how much more valuable as a receiver?
I don't think it's that much because they're not doing that
That's
for Cooper
where
a lot.
it's moved.
They're not doing that for him a lot. I don't think that's much more valuable than Devontae Adams with versatility.
Who? Okay, so again, we
I disagree.
even with the
But
Puka
hold on, but
situation.
hold on. The Puka and Tay shit, that shit don't even matter for real. The point is of the clip of what I talked about last on Players' Choice. We was on Press Box. Early said that Garrett Wilson isn't a franchise number one receiver. I think that's stupid. I think you can't. There's no way you can't debate. There's no way you can debate that he's not a franchise wide receiver number one with the shit that he's going through with the Jets, still being hella productive while having you at quarterback. This is the same conversation. This is the same conversation people be saying about when was saying about Terry McLaurin when he was going through the same thing Garrett Wilson was going with. This is the exact same thing, and we're trying to make it seem like he's not a franchise.
But I think my biggest thing is that, and we've had this conversation. I said that I'm not really downplaying G Will's ability. I'm just saying that I said that if we want to make a statement of he's the franchise wide receiver, I think you have to be a top 10 receiver in the league to be considered a franchise wide receiver. That was mine, and that's what we went on to. You said whether he's top 10. Now. You said well, G Will's top 10, and we went through the people. We hold real quick. And we again, it ain't got to be 10. Is what I'm saying. So again, the statement was what I said, and then he combated by saying, "Well, G Will is number 10." That's how we had the top 10 conversation. And the names that he was putting G Will over, I just didn't agree with. He was saying he better than Jansen. He said he was better than Marwan Brown. He said he was better than Puka. I don't agree with this. Like it was he named about 5 or 6 names. It was like, but then he said, but then you'll give Malik neighbors that nod.
And it's not even. And you don't got to be top 10 to be a franchise wide receiver one.
No one said you had to or not. I was saying what I consider. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's what you
consider.
But that's what I'm saying.
Even if he's on the same tier,
there's not only
Drake
10 elite.
wanted.
Talking about Paul. There's not only 10 elite receivers in the league. So what you consider is wrong. There's not only 10
There's not 10 what?
There's not only 10. There's not.
I'm just saying him being the top 10 receiver.
There's not only 10 elite receivers in the league though. So
I hear you, but what I'm telling you is that I'm talking about being top 10. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm talking about. Being top 10.
Oh well,
he's top 10.
I mean, there's a ton of receivers you can.
Trent, let me ask you this: do you think Garrett clears JSN?
No, I just say I think I'd rather have Garrett. Jason's top 10.
So hold on real quick, early. Do you think that while you're saying
Devontae Smith or G Will? What the fuck are y'all asking me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey,
So if you put G Will on the Seahawks right now, replace him with JSN. You don't think G Will could be very productive the way JSN is being right now?
At the same level as JSN?
I wanted to. I don't know.
No, thank you, Riddell. No, I don't think
hold on. I'm not saying. First, hold on, real quick.
Well, you said like JSN. That's why I replied.
Yeah, so no.
Yeah. So I think. Me personally, obviously I've not watched a lot more G Will tape than other people. I just
he can't be because Trey got him over him, so he can't be. Now you agree, basically.
He's top 5 for me.
I think he can have top 10 production though. If that's what you're referring to,
you telling me this is the problem.
The way that's why I'm asking this question. I'm not saying it would be the exact same, but I'm saying that you telling me that G Will wouldn't be productive enough for you to be like, okay, at least entertain the conversation enough.
This is the problem.
And about the productivity. Do you think he's a better player than JSN at receiver? Do you think that, Random? Would you, if you had to pick between the two, would you take JSN or would you take G Will?
I mean, well, like for me and some
right now,
it's not like I
wasn't here for that conversation.
This is the problem. But this is why.
No, I'm just saying. Ask the question. What do you think?
This is the problem I have with the Garrett Wilson shit. Like this is the main problem I have with it. It's to me, it goes back to the Terry McLaurin shit. These niggas are in a playing guy, literally, no offense, Donnie playing quarterback for the rest of these years. And they're putting up 1,100, 1,000 yards, and we just scoffed it. And we look at somebody who just, I really think it's just a stats thing, honestly. Because if Garrett Wilson ever has a 1,100 yard season, early gonna shut up about G Will.
That's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because you know why you would shut up. You have never said a peep about JSN before the season, never. And then now,
first of all, you're lying. Hey, brother, we are on so many platforms together. You can't just lie. I'm
not lying.
I literally said that JSN deserved to be the number one when they got rid of George Pickens. I stated that on your pod, on my pod, I've stated that. I was like, JSN was so good last year. He got. Look
what you saying though.
You came back and had the fuck up out of there, and it was just fine.
No. But look what you're saying though. You're talking about getting rid of DK Metcalf. When I'm talking about, you're not talking about JSN. When we were talking about receivers last year, you ain't say a fuck thing about JSN at all.
Middle towards the season, I was able to see his productivity and watch his film and say, "No, this nigga's a dog." Now again, he took another step by being number one this year. I didn't see that.
JSN been a dog. That's the problem. Is again, and to me, it's to you. It's a stats thing for you. If Garrett Wilson ever has a 1,400 yard season, 1,300 yard season in the NFL, you're going to zip it. Because here's the thing. This is why. Here's the thing. Drake London for the year before, when you was talking all that shit about him, and when he had that 1,200 yard season, 1,100 yard season, ain't that big of a difference between Drake London game. The big difference is he went from Desmond Ridder, Osama bin Laden to Michael Penix.
But you know what? Here's the thing, and I get it. Here's the thing, and I get it.
1,200 yards.
I get it. This is what I get. I get it. I get a lot of views by saying crazy things, right? So I understand how me saying things and then you use it like, oh, well, the truth of the matter is that I can admit, like, but that's fucking boring. That's not what I'm here for. We know that. It's boring to say, oh, we know Ritter was some shit, so that's why Drake London wouldn't know shit. Like, we know that. Like, and we're being honest, like, I've stated that before of Drake London being what he is, and then him having to deal with Desmond Ritter, how he couldn't put the numbers up. I've stated that before. I know I'd be outraged, and it's fun to say nigga some shit, because it's fun. But I can look at what Drake London was come out of college. I can look at what he was his first year, and it's really not a fucking cop-out.
It is early. It is.
Because that's what you get early. If you keep doing those things because you want to be fun, that thing comes back to you though. And then now people don't.
But again, I still will.
If you want to be entertaining, you can be entertaining. But then when you're trying to give away some really good knowledge, and then people aren't going to take you seriously because you're like, this is boring.
I still will state the fact of Drake London being what he is. Like I can still state the fact of Drake London being what he is. Okay,
I guarantee you, that fact. I would bet money if Drake London, just from a production standpoint, just because the only one outside of JJ, because he's an Atlanta Falcons fan, that was been giving Drake London props was Riddell. If Drake London would have stayed the same production wise before he had the 1,200 yard season, you would still be calling him mid.
Nah, I'm be honest with you. I think you can't even. I'm be real with you. You can't even argue that now because I think fucking Penix is trash. I'm talking about a fucking bum. And Drake London still, after he had to get out of his Desmond Ritter days, once he was, I think the same thing with Nico Collins. Once he was able to get a season where he had a decent quarterback, you saw the development, you saw what he could be in the NFL. And the truth of the matter is this, right? This is a real thing. A lot of times, a guy might come to college and go to the pros, but we've seen the guys like the Justin Blackman, like the Michael Crabtrees, who are as dominant as they are in college. Even we can talk about Marvin Harrison's first year. Like we can see the film and say, all right, he got a couple things he got to work on in order to be what he was in college in the pros, right? So when I look at Drake London, I can say that he got over the hump. He was able to play with Kirk Cousins last year. This year alone is like, dog, this nigga, no matter he's to the point to where now it's like, he a legit receiver no matter where he go. Like I call him Mike Evans. I poop Mike Evans, but that's how I love. I mean, even though we know the things that he do better than Mike Evans. Okay, we've been in that conversation 1,000 times. But I'm just saying, like, Drake London's productivity now is it kind of equates to what he was in college. I think he had to get through like I said, Desmond Ritter lump. I think now it don't matter who he play with. To see what he does on a week-to-week basis with Penix and still be productive as a number one.
Doing this, even though Michael Penix is not a bum. How are you doing this with Drake Hill? I said Drake Hill. With Drake London. Don't acknowledge when G. Will's doing this shit with Justin Fields and Zach Wilson. How do you not acknowledge that?
Because I think, first of all, I'm not. Here's the thing.
He had Aaron Rodgers too. He had Aaron Rodgers.
I never said G.
Hold on, pause. And this is the thing too. Riddell, he was going to have one of his best seasons until they brought in Tay, and Tay had a great year with G. Will. He took majority of the targets.
Yeah.
And that's again, no one thinks I'm not poo-pooing. I'm not poo-pooing.
Garrett Wilson's prediction was Drake London's rookie season 100 yards away with Zach Wilson at quarterback. And we trying to say
Garrett Wilson.
Again, I'm not poo-pooing. Shout out Riddell. Riddell was a big London fan. He used to be on my ass about that. I'm not poo-pooing G. Will as a receiver at all, bro. I'm not. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying like Bama said he closer to 20 than he is to 10. I'm not doing that neither. I'm saying that when I name the guys that I name, I'm taking them over G. Will. I like their skill set. I like what they do on the football field. Again, I like Apuka because Apuka, like Riddell was saying, Apuka can play inside, outside, and also give you that bashing type of receiver like a Debo. I love what JSN does because I think he's just a supreme. I think he's a great deep threat. I think he has great hands, and I think that his route running and separation is elite as fuck. Not saying G. Will don't have elite route running and separation. I just think JSN do it a little better than him. Like, again, that was like Nico Collins. I'm cool on that because I've been like Nico Collins. We was moving him up too early. I think my biggest problem was like you would name a certain guys, but then like, man, I guess I mean we know you like Malik Neighbors, but it was like damn. So like Malik can show you enough that he's
top 7 receiver in the league.
Neighbors is
Malik when he was playing, top 7 receiver. He's like he's literally 6'7".
No, absolutely, and that's okay. So if you want to put, if you think Malik is top 7, right? That's cool. That's perfectly fine because the guys you name, if you believe that, you believe that. It's just 3 other guys, and I'm sitting on my again. I'm just saying not top 10. You can name 7 niggas better than G. Will, right? Them other 3 niggas is JSN, Puka, and Amara St. Brown. That's what my argument. Like, if you want to make them 11 or 12, so for fuck what? I'm just saying them 3 and Drake London too. I think Drake London's still better. Like, he can be 12, he can be 13, but he ain't top 10. That's how I looked at it.
Lots of these guys are in the same tier to me, so I don't really care.
I agree. I think like this whole like top 10 thing like is overblown. Like, we need to start ranking receivers within clusters because a lot of these guys are all similar tiers and they go and forth. They have similar skill sets and they go back and forth. So it's really
all right. But let's get to these games though. You know, there's a couple games. One, two crazy. There's one, two crazy. But
Josh.
Shit. What we want to start off with? Matter of fact, we start off with my game. You know, Drake May, Patriots beat the Bucks 20-23. Zion McCollum, you got it. That
Swipe on me too. Baker had a better game.
That is a lie. That is legitimately a lie.
Did you just say Baker had a better game?
I know your stat watch. Listen, that's how I know your stat.
Yeah, that's crazy stat watch. I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy stat watch.
I would not agree with that statement.
Baker had a better game.
No, he didn't.
It's not a clear, but I think Drake May.
It's better. That's all.
Drake May had the better game.
But Randall, I'll start off with you. Patriots officially moved a 7-game win streak. You know, we fall 6-3. We still first in the NFC South. That's not even. The main question is, are the Patriots real Super Bowl contenders?
I would say no. I think that there's a lot of really good things coming together for them to make to make their record what it is. Obviously, they have a very easy record. We don't need to hide that from anybody, right? They got the right coach in Mike Vrabel, who came in and immediately fixed the problems from last year, and also they had a really great draft class that is producing immediately, right? Now,
yeah.
I think the top part, like I think they've just hit on a few things that I think for the future look really bright. This team is way ahead of schedule for me. This was and Trent, ironically, for you started this game. This was my game of the week. This is the game that I really wanted to watch. And in the multi-view with Red Zone, all that, and I had this on its own TV by itself. I am very impressed with the Patriots. They're not a Super Bowl contender yet because even if they end up being the number 1 seed somehow. You're telling me if Kansas City walks into Foxborough, you're telling me Kansas City losing that game?
Man, miss me with that Kansas City shit.
I until recently, I think the Colts could have beaten the Patriots in Foxborough, but now Daniel Jones is starting to play. Plus, a few things I just don't really like about the team that I'm starting to notice about them. But I'm also have not been watching as much Colts as I really should. They're not a Super Bowl contender, but they're a very good team. I think they're maybe a year or two away from being that way, but they're hitting all the right buttons at the right time. But we need to be very honest about this team. A lot of things are really working in their favor, and they're capitalizing as they should, but they're not a Super Bowl contender.
This year kind of weak random, so I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot to read these super chats. Appreciate you, Mark, for the follow. He said, happy birthday, Trent. Salute to the vets and go Birds. Appreciate you, brother. He said, Devon, happy early birthday. Shout out if I'm going to play Go Chargers. He said, I'm not calling that nigga his name. He said, here to see how nasty early gets with the Travis news.
So, yeah. I don't think what I'm saying is crazy.
Also, prayers of the Jair. Because I don't.
Oh, yeah. I haven't.
That's just
why are we hold on? I know he's thinking about retiring. What happened?
He's dealing with some mental problems to rehab. So it just could be something where he's like, damn, I got to do this again. Plus he's with the Eagles, and they're in the process of trying to win another Super Bowl. So that's a lot of
Jair is he back hurt? He got like
I don't know. I can't remember his exact injury. It's just that there's a lot going on from what everybody's kind of gleaming going on in his life. So he's taking a step back from football, which he should, because his life is more important. But,
absolutely.
Real quick to go back, is what I'm saying crazy about the Patriots? I think they're not there yet. They're not there yet at all.
I just realized we gotta until you don't prove it, I get you, but I just get tired of hearing about that Patrick Mahomes shit. But I get it. You're right though. Because he's still got you gotta beat Patrick Mahomes. So technically, it's still there.
There's notable flaws with the Patriots that.
If they played on a neutral field right now against every AFC team, I think I'd pick the Bills over them in the playoffs. I'd pick the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Bills over the Patriots in the playoffs. I agree. I agree. I 100% agree.
I'd pick the Bills over them on a neutral field. I'd pick the Chiefs.
Neutral. This shit ain't neutral. This is playoffs, brother.
I'll pick.
That's it. It's not called football, Donnie.
They ain't playing no.
Listen, that Patriots gonna win the division. So let's really talk.
I mean, you know what? Home or away, I'd still pick the Bills. I'd still pick the Chiefs. If the Ravens defense keeps playing the way it has been the last few weeks, which it's been a lot better, I'd probably take them too. And I think the Colts, if you can't stop that rushing attack, you're not beating the Colts.
So, I'm not gonna lie, the Patriots.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the Patriots can stop the run though.
They've been stopping the run.
Only one team has stopped the run all year for the Colts.
I ain't gonna lie, that Bill shit. Like
I hate to bring it to the Patriots.
I hear y'all about Bill shit, but that shit one year after the other.
Yeah, Josh, the Patriots have everything that they need to stop. Like, for instance, the Bills, with now that James Cook, I think first things first, the Bills need to understand they got to run the ball even more with James Cook, in my opinion. But they have everything they need to stop the Colts and stop the Bills. Basically, they stop any team with a good rushing attack. Like Josh said, the Patriots have the best run defense in the league. They're very well coached. For a very young team, they're very well coached. They do a lot of things really well. They're just not there yet. And I don't think that's crazy to say.
I think you have to – I'm be real with you. I don't want to say that. Only because lately, right, and we've seen them. He's like, I would say that there's a possibility that Drake May can get the yips, come playoff time. So like that's why I wouldn't depend on that because but I ain't gonna lie, man. The narrative has changed for that because these quarterbacks are coming in here first year, second year, and they're getting it done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he could be one of them. He could be in that Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes tier where like he can come in year 2 and be make a deep playoff run. Like you know what I'm saying? Like or Joe Burrow. Like you never know that. Nowadays, I don't want to say that.
Necessarily mean they're a contender though.
I agree. And there's one thing Drake May has handled. If I don't know,
and the biggest gripe is him though, right?
No, the biggest gripe with the team is one, they can't run the ball. That's one of the big things.
The rushing attack, for sure.
Mm-hmm. The rushing attack too, and also Drake May. Hey man, I think he's him. Don't get me wrong. I think he's elite for sure, but sometimes he does hold on to the ball a little too long, I do think that will bite him in the ass when it comes down to the playoffs. Yeah. Especially with receivers that you can't completely trust. Like, come on, Pop Douglas, Keyshawn Butte. Like, come on now.
Say the last name.
The one thing that Drake May used to do a lot last year, and Bill Simmons used to play perfectly. They'd be like, Drake May would make one really dumbass play.
Oh yeah, he has CTE.
And he's found a way to cut those down. Don't get me wrong, he still does it. It's just not as it's still just he just cut down.
They let him do it 8 times a game. I ain't tripping. It ain't that bad. So does Josh Allen. Like Josh Allen still doing it.
Josh Allen has a cat to get away with it, and also he's just a completely better player than Drake May.
Absolutely, yeah, right now. Absolutely.
So and also when you make that one play in the playoffs, man, you're gonna get you've all seen it. All it takes is one play in the playoffs, and you're done. One bad play. And you just can't have that. And that's the only thing I'm worried about because also in the playoffs it's different. Everything's just a little different. All of a sudden you're like, and with the teams that he potentially has to face coming into Foxborough and all the talk, all the ways that Foxborough wants, like, oh my God, we waited 5 years, we already got our guy, now we're trying to get back into the Brady years again. Those things all matter. All those things that they want to around the team.
Variables.
So that's just what I'm.
But
that's what I'm trying to see if they can handle.
Riddell, you think the Patriots Super Bowl contenders?
I would say they're right outside. They could make the Super Bowl, and it's one of those weird things where they could make the Super Bowl but still not be a contender. Because I do think if they face off against the Eagles or the Rams, they'll comfortably handle the situation. Now, the difference here, though, with this season in particular, is that the Patriots, if they get in the favorable matchup, they can go right to the Super Bowl and they could win. Like if they go play, let's say, first round, who do they play in the first round? Is it the Jaguars?
Yeah, whoever from the NFC South.
So they play the Jaguars first round. They'll
get Texans or Colts.
Yeah, I mean,
well, remember,
let's say they play the Jaguars. They get right through the Jaguars. Then let's say they play the Colts. I think they could get right through the Colts. They make it to the Super Bowl. And let's say they play the Seahawks or the Bucks. I think they could beat the Seahawks and the Bucks. So at that point,
they can beat the Rams too. But I know
I don't know about that. They're playing right now.
I still trust the elite team.
What say you, Durag?
To handle the job.
Well, he'll get his turn.
Hey, patience is a virtue. Early, come on now, brother.
Oh, let me turn my mic on there, man. My camera.
So hold on. He said, okay, sir. Here come the BS, man. Talking about my team. Man has been elite. Man has been elite against elite defenses. Our defense really so.
That last part is insane.
You're cooking, but Diggs is not top.
Diggs is not top 10.
As good as Diggs has been, like relative to the league, I would even say Diggs at this moment is like one of the better wide receiver ones if you could get in the league. Like Keyshawn Booty, like they're literally wide receiver 1A and B on the team. Like
wait, say that last part one more time.
Right now, within the team, right? Keyshawn Booty and Stephon Diggs are like wide receiver 1A, 1B within the team. Like I think Diggs is a better player, but in terms of utilization, they're wide receiver 1A, 1B. It's an EGE offense. Everybody gonna eat. You feel me? But at the same time, I don't think Stephon Diggs is back to that level he was to be top 10 receiver of the league. I don't think he's top 10. I think you can say top 20, top 25, but top 10, no. He's not that same level.
Bro, there's 25 top 10 receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's dragging it, but I get your point. I get it.
But Young, you think Patriots Super Bowl contenders?
No. Next question. Are we gonna bet against them in Kansas City comes around? No. Are we gonna bet against them at Buffalo? Would you bet against them if Baltimore gets hot?
Well, who's to say those teams are going to be, at home?
What the odds?
Okay. Are you gonna bet against Patrick Mahomes in New England?
Hey, Young.
Are you going to bet against Josh Allen in New England? No.
Hey, Young,
I agree with you.
I just think they're ahead of schedule where people thought they would be. So now,
hey, Young, I got a question.
What's up?
You gonna bet against the league MVP in Foxborough at home in the playoffs?
I'm not gonna lie.
Why is Matthew Stafford going to be in Foxborough?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be in that.
Drake May doing his thing, and I was just talking about Drake May going win MVP. I ain't gonna lie, Stafford.
Stafford.
We'll get to it.
Stafford business saying.
We'll get to it.
But Blam, you think Patriots Super Bowl contenders?
Nah. They're like a fun wild card divisional team. They remind me of Houston, like when CJ and they went on that crazy run. You got a new coach, you got that new stilo, the vibes in the air, everything feel good and look good. I just feel like they're too young, bro. Like my guy said, maybe give them a year or two. Let's see what it looks like when, everybody got tape on May and how Vrabel is maneuvering as far as a coach. But they're fun. They're fun. You still got that gauntlet to deal with in the AFC. So
everything they have right now is gravy. The fact that they're making the playoffs is like
easy. I think that was super easy schedule.
You're like you all they're doing right now is like, oh my God, we just had this crazy meal somehow, and now we're getting all this crazy dessert. That's all this is. In a playoff game, they should be ecstatic.
Yep.
If they're saying, "Oh, we had a chance to win the Super Bowl," I was like, "Okay, let's be real."
It's like when you down bad and you like yearning for money, and then out of nowhere you get like a direct deposit from a class action lawsuit. Like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. You just feel on top of the world. It's happened to me before twice. So I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But like, you also gotta relax. Like, you don't got it like that. You can't bank on that random deposit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So the New England's fun. I think even when Drake,
they should think so. That's why they play the game. We're the ones who be like,
I think if they do get to like an AFC championship game, I don't think they'll win it, but I feel like they'll make it fun. But I don't think I don't know. I don't think they got that Super Bowl yet.
Donnie?
Yeah, I think I agree with Flam. I think that there's a world where they could be last year's Commanders, where the stars kind of align for them pretty well, where they caught Tampa in a really close game, and then they caught a Lions team that was limping on one leg on defense, and then Goff, they had him in hell for a half. But then when they actually had to play a big boy team, we saw what happened when they played Philly. They got their ass whooped. I think something like that could happen. Like maybe they get like a weird kind of gauntlet where, let's say I don't know if I want to say they win the division, but they have a good shot of doing it. Let's just say, like, for the sake of this, they get like the Chargers in the wild card with all those offensive lines injuries, like, mess around. I think they can be evenly matched, but they can win that game. And then let's say the Ravens defense really doesn't start to click and it starts to fall off again, and then they meet them in the divisional. Like maybe they can beat them like that, or maybe the Bills, like the wide receivers just can't separate, and then they can beat them like that. But then when they have to play like the Chiefs or something, or if the Bills do figure their shit out, or if the Ravens do figure their shit out in the championship, I'm not picking them to win. So I agree with Flam. They could be a fun team, but I'm not saying they're a Super Bowl contender because they're still kind of lacking that number one option. I like the offensive line, but it's not great. It's better than what even I expected, and I had somewhat expectations for it, but it's probably a league average line. And just overall, I think experience matters for the postseason, and right now they have none of it. So, but like I said, maybe they can mess around and pull Commanders last year, but Super Bowl, I wouldn't say that.
Josh, be biased, nigga. I mean, not biased. Be
biased. Be biased.
Be objective, nigga.
No, be biased.
All right, I'm gonna be completely objective. First off, the game was great. Trent, you feel me? You feel me? You feel me?
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, pause, nigga. You're not even a fan of the team. Get off.
Who not? Man, Pats FC, man. Let's go.
You just started.
Just listen, Josh. Shout out Randall. Yes, sir. Come on, Pats FC.
Pats FC. If we keep it a buck, if it was for that badass OPI, then y'all don't win that game.
Weren't you a Justin Herbert fan?
Was? Hold on.
Oh, you are a Justin Herbert fan?
He's still
the Chargers and Pats.
Aren't we all Justin Herbert fans here?
We are all Justin Herbert fans. I don't know about
Pats FC.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the jersey soon. Them jersey I got one Thursday. Them just fly. I'm not gonna lie.
So if Drake May and Justin Herbert mean the playoffs, who's playing better?
Drake May.
I mean,
with that O-line, Riddell.
Hey, that was terrible.
Is that the compliment you're gonna give? Is that
Riddell? Did you see Riddell? I know people hate PFF grades, but did you see what PFF said about that O-line on Sunday Night Football?
Oh, bro.
I mean,
that was awful. That was terrible.
They traded for Trevor. They traded for Trevor Penning. They traded for Trevor Penning.
Yeah, I think it's very concerning. Joe Alt had 2 bad injuries this year.
Yes, that's unheard.
No,
that O-line stinks.
Man, Justin Herbert fighting for his life right now.
Man.
But
the fact that they're 7-2 is kind of unreal. I just.
But on the topic,
very well coached team.
Yeah, but on the topic of the Patriots being Super Bowl contenders, I don't think we're contenders. I think we're a year or two away. But I will say this: I think besides the Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens, fully healthy, right? I think every other team in the AFC is free game, like completely free game, fully capable of beating every other team in the AFC. The run defense is elite. This is the best run defense in the entire league. Okay, there's only been one running back to eclipse 50 yards on this run defense. Sean Fluke. Okay, there's Bijan Robinson gonna do shit. James Cook couldn't do shit. This run defense is certified. When this pass defense is on his game, it's borderline top 10. It's a very the defense overall is a really good defense. Your corners are good. Marcus Jones one of the best slots in the league. Gonzo one of the best outside corners in the league. You have the best, arguably the best DT duo in the league, Milton Williams, Christian Barmore. You have a foundation. The offensive side of the ball, here's the problem though. It's more of as much as the offense has been good, it's a Drake May carry job. A lot of people are not trying to hear that. There's no run game. Having no run play come playoff time is going to be a problem. Travion Henderson played an amazing game last game, but in between the tackles, he hasn't been good. Like, no inconsistency in between the tackles, and we love to run gap man duo. We're not going to have it within the playoffs. That's not going to be great. The receiver core, it's shaky. Like, we have guys, it's EGE, it's great, but come playoff time, I don't know if I can fully rely on these guys. Like, the Drake May hero ball. And on top of that, like, the holding the ball too long for Drake May, I wouldn't say it's a major issue, though, because the fact that he's holding onto the ball allows him to keep his eyes downfield and look for the explosive plays. That's what Justin Herbert does, too. That's why they're very similar. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad process. That's a good process in terms of the explosives. But the main issue with Drake May is the CTE ball. Like, the fumbles, it's terrible. He has terrible ball security. And there's going to be those Mickey Mouse picks which he always throws, like, here and there. Like, he's gotten away with some stuff. Like, even last game, he's gotten away with some picks. So I just don't think that we're going, like, we could make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think it's likely whatsoever. Like, I think divisional or AFC championship is definitely a play, though. We're here to win.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a C, right, Dave?
Yes, sir. But I ain't gonna lie, I can hear y'all with like the Bills, Ravens, but even then, it's still just KC. That's like the only contender in the AFC. I see no reason why if the Bills or Ravens got to go to Foxborough. I would say you just have to go to Foxborough. I don't know if I can step a win because y'all can say if these things get better, man, we in week 10.
Do right.
No, it's the truth. We're in week 10, and like
when Kansas City goes to the AFC Championship.
No, Kansas City got it.
What do you mean? Wait, but Dave, hold on, Dave. I think they got to focus on making the offs first.
They play Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. That's who they play.
They could be playing Drake May too. The Bills and Ravens, what we're seeing at this point, especially look all year. It's been 10 games of it. I mean, at some point, we got to stop expecting shit to get better when you got 10 games of the shit not being good.
We'll see the cracks. We'll see the cracks start to,
I'm not saying the Patriots. I'm talking about the Bills and Ravens. I'm not saying that the Patriots are stamped to beat them, but stamping that could be a loss. I think that can go hand in hand.
Money that they win.
Hey, Foxborough. Hey, I'm a gambling man. I like the odds.
Would you bet your life that they
Look,
win?
Whoa! I can bet my life on none of these.
Now he don't want to.
you don't got a lot.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on, real quick before we keep. Let me read this super chat. My dog Miles.
Miles?
Appreciate you to 50. Says salute to the panel, my brothers Randall and Riddell, except Dave. That Negro's a bot. Happy glory. Nigga love always want to mix my last name, bro. Nigga wants to be negate. Sad, Miles. Appreciate you, Miles.
Miles, that's what you big, man. You eating too much, man.
W Miles. But y'all say we can continue that back. But you said what, Young? What you just asked him? So I heard life on Miles.
Because people will gamble money because you lose money. That's cool. You can get it back.
Shit,
you're not gambling your life unless you really know what's going on. Like,
I'm not. If I had to gamble my life,
say this again. Out of the AFC.
I'm gonna say this again. Like when it comes to the Chiefs, like when it comes to the Chiefs,
the 8 seed right now, yeah. I'm just
because obviously when you watch the Chiefs and the Patriots play all year, you can obviously see who's looked better. But that goes with that's come to the Bills and that's going to the Ravens in other years. When it comes to the playoffs, if it's the wild card to AFC Championship, whoever facing Chiefs, I'm going with the Chiefs. Period. Mm-hmm. Until somebody shows otherwise, I shout out to the Patriots that's doing what they're doing. Shout out Drake May. Shout out who to me it don't matter. Like the Bills, they beat them regular season. Nigga, whoop-de-doo. It doesn't matter. Like once the playoffs happen, it's like just something switches, something happens. And 15, the Chiefs always win. Like I said, since 2018,
except 1 year,
I was like, bro, like literally since I just got to high school and I'm about to graduate, Patrick Mahomes been AFC Championship or Super Bowl. Like that's where he's been. So until like I say, they're gonna have to miss the playoffs for me to.
Yeah, I agree, Marla. Their next 2 games aren't easy too.
Yeah, the NFL, the AFC is trying their hardest to keep the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they're going to miss the offs, but I'm saying if they lose their next 2 games, they're at 5-6. That's what we got to talk about.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm gonna ask you the same question. Would you bet your life the Chiefs don't make
my life on nothing?
Okay, then what are we talking about?
Now I am pissed at the Chiefs.
I don't got money to bet on you, and you know this.
I am pissed that the Chiefs did not trade a 3rd-round pick for Breece Hall. That was dumb. They should have definitely gave up a 3rd-round pick.
Wait, what?
Well, they gave up a 3rd for
what?
If they would have gave a 3rd-round pick, they would have gotten
trade.
Breece Hall.
Riddell, can I ask you a question? Will it really matter? Because I know the run game has been struggling for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dude, he leads. Mahomes leads that team in yards, Josh.
Yeah, like the quick game.
That's what's happening in the playoffs too.
Are you gonna talk about like the interior of the offense?
Yeah, it hasn't been that
What are you
bad.
talking about?
The quick game is always.
I remember that first. That first Super Bowl, Jan. I ain't trying to hear that.
The quick game is always going to be the option, but the thing is, like the Chiefs have to rely on Kareem Hunt to get consistent yardage down the field, plus like 3 to 4 to 5 yards, and we know he's slow as dirt now. He can't run that fast because Pacheco can't read holes. He just runs straight. That's all he can do. Run straight, run hard.
He a fake demon.
So yeah, Breece is needed for both the pass game and the quick play when they do screens. Pacheco also has stone hands, so he can't catch the ball. So the screens and the extra yardage and the potential for explosive runs that they do not have at all. So yeah, they definitely.
So moving on, what's his name? Durag, I'm gonna start off with you. Yo, Josh, where's that belt again? Yeah, real quick, do it again. Do it again. Like, do it again. Yeah. So, Durag, start with you. Your team got your ass whooped by Matthew Stafford and them Rams. You know, shout out, watch Devontae Adams. You know, he lead the NFL in touchdowns. Matthew Stafford, another masterclass game. So I'm gonna start with you, Durag. Is Matthew Stafford the front runner for MVP?
This nigga Trent right here, nasty. Nigga had a nigga pull out the belt for a game against the 49ers CT. I would hope, nigga. Damn. I would fucking hope.
Yeah, all right.
Ain't no lie. Nigga, I want to lose. Hey, please lose games.
We lost 20, and we lost 28-23, and you're giggling, blushing. The fuck up.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hell yeah. He's talking that shit.
You lost 42-26. Hold that down.
And I want to lose. Hell yeah. Keep losing. Let's get that draft capital. Come on. Can't look down. Let's go. Let's go.
No, y'all got to be a 7 seed.
Oh,
So
hell
I'm
no.
going to ask this question again. Durag, is Matthew Stafford the MVP front runner?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, I ain't mad at it. Yeah. If he's not one, he's two. But no, Matt Stafford's been hooping. I think the convo at this point is going to be between him and Drake May. I think that's what's going to be the convo for the rest of the year.
JT the clear MVP.
It's a QB award.
It's a quarterback award. Chat.
It's a QB award.
It's a
That's
quarterback award.
I'm not gonna lie. JT, what JT's doing?
I mean, you ain't told
no,
lie.
JT fucking hooping.
It's crazy.
No, he's hooping, but it's a QB award.
Bro. Can like Matthew Stafford's having an Aaron Rodgers season? Can we like pipe down?
Can we lock in? The dude hasn't thrown a pick since week 4. He's 20.
Like, can we
that's Stafford's long.
Where did Saquon Barkley finish MVP last year?
He didn't finish in nowhere in the MVP.
Oh, no, he didn't get a vote. Well, he got votes. He just didn't get any first place votes.
But that's nasty.
What's gonna happen with
You're
Jonathan?
nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's the same
You're
thing.
nasty. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the same thing.
Niggas lucky Jalen Hurts was still in the touchdown. He had plenty of.
He like people don't want to hear it, but it's the truth.
Wait, hold on.
I swear to God, he would have
I
broke
heard-
that record, bro.
Now it's getting kind of nasty.
Saquon wouldn't have won it though either way, guys.
He won. No, I know he wouldn't have won.
No, but this is getting kind of nasty.
And he didn't want to
3
break
weeks
the
ago-
rushing yards record with that final
3
game. He
weeks
could have
ago-
broken it. Like,
3
Okay,
weeks
but
ago,
Daniel,
Daniel
even if he
Jones
did break
was
it, he
an
wouldn't have
MVP
won MVP.
no, I agree with you. I agree.
Why was Daniel Jones in MVP talks 3 weeks ago and nobody up here was talking about Jonathan Taylor?
Because he's a quarterback.
No, but now
he's a
JT
quarterback.
MVP.
That's all it is now. It's a quarterback
This is
award.
nasty. That's the point. This is
No, I
nasty.
don't think JT should win MVP. No, it's a quarterback award. Straight
No,
up.
he's not.
I
It's
agree.
a shame.
I'm just saying this is the same.
It stands for most valuable, and the most valuable
And they're
position.
gonna
Yo,
cancel
that's a
his
good
quarterback.
point. Nobody
The
was saying
same way
I'm
people
not gonna lie.
said,
Even like I
people
said,
said
JT,
Saquon got to rejuvenate it because he's playing with Jalen Hurts, and the threat of him running all this extra nonsense. That's what people said. Now, JT's got rejuvenated because Anthony Richardson's not quarterback, and they got Daniel Jones quarterback. that's the same narrative. And Saquon didn't get any first place votes.
That nigga said AR ain't play. I'm about to go dummy.
So why would it change?
Shitstorm,
It shouldn't.
man.
And then we had Lamar go 43-3, and Stafford's on pace for that. Why would that change? Like,
Yeah.
how do people just come up with this? That's what I don't. It blows my mind. It blows my mind.
Well, Stafford deserves the MVP, man.
Flam, you think Stafford
Me
MVP?
and Josh Trent.
My fault. I thought my fault. My fault. Josh is Stafford MVP.
100%. I'm a Patriots fan, but like the guy's been flawless as a passer. Like he's MVP. But there's no way around it. And their team's extremely dominant. He's MVP.
Donnie, you chat. He's a huge Matthew Stafford fan, bro. Like, don't even question. But Donnie,
Hell hate.
is Matthew Stafford MVP?
The last 6 games, Stafford's first in yards, first in touchdowns, first in interceptions thrown, like least amount. Top 3 in almost every advanced stat. Number 1 in passer rating. Like, how can you say he's not at this
Justin
point?
was a wild card game against the Niners.
Yeah, you said.
Stafford is the MVP.
Yo, Flam.
Yeah.
Do you think Matthew Stafford's the front runner?
From the NFL's definition of MVP, yeah, sure. Me, just a football fan, I still think it's JT.
Word. Young.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for 3 weeks. People were saying Mahomes is going to win MVP. It's Matthew Stafford as of today. Now, he could go, like I said, he could go out and become Stafford to just start letting it fly and throw picks. He'll do that.
You're early.
That's what happens. And he can go out and sabotage all the Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, early, bro. What is
Early's actually, yeah, you're a comedian for sure. You for sure a comedian.
They don't.
Early, you better have a whole place cracking up when I see you, bro. At that comedy show, because you're hilarious, fucking.
This old piece of shit, man.
Riddell. Well, actually, we know you think he's the MVP, but you can pop your shit real quick. You got the floor.
I mean, people who know ball knew that Matthew Stafford was this good. You know what I'm saying? Every single year, going like, oh, who's the top 5 quarterback? Matthew Stafford.
You were on that island, Riddell?
Yeah, he
was. I was on that island for so long.
I must didn't see you because I thought I was on there by myself.
We lied. They tried to tell me Herbert. I was like, no, Stafford. Give me Stafford. But so Stafford is cooking, of course. Helped people remember Trent's guy, Devontae Adams, because he's cooking this year as well. Puka's cooking. The rushing game is cooking off the back of Matthew Stafford, too. I think the bigger question is not really whether or not he should win MVP, because we know he should. But if he wins the MVP, does that make him a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I think he was already a first ballot Hall of Famer when he won the ring. He's going to win. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I thought he was
Hall of
Famer.
I'm talking about first ballot.
So here's my thing, Riddell. I thought you was going to go
ballot?
and I was going to say Matthew Stafford, top 10 quarterback of all time.
I mean, first ballot, like,
that's what I was going to say.
First ballot. I didn't know people agreed with him being first ballot. I thought
I already said once he won the ring.
I don't need it, but MVP was still a flat.
So you're telling me let's just say he retires after the season. 5 years from now, when his first name is caught up, everybody's like, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
You talking first ballot?
I think he's a Hall of Fame lock. Yes.
So
he's a Hall of Fame.
First ballot.
Riddell, if he wins an MVP, especially at this age,
yes, then he would be a first ballot.
Yeah, he'd be first ballot. If he wins an MVP, he's first ballot. I ain't gonna lie. You're first.
Let alone if you win MVP and Super Bowl.
Yeah, if you win an MVP and you a Super Bowl MVP, well, he wins Super Bowl. The Cup did. If you win a Super Bowl and you win the MVP, and Stafford has good ass longevity in his career, you should be first ballot. But it also depends on what class he's in. But most likely, again, he'll still be first ballot though if he wins an MVP.
It would be. I mean, well, here's my question: if hypothetically he wins MVP and he wins the bowl, do you guys think he retires?
Yeah.
So then who would be?
I don't know.
Who would be the other people in his retirement? Like the only person, like
Elon Manning still be waiting to get in that.
Well, no, because we're talking first ballot. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but Elon Manning, no, that's just first ballot. What?
Me and Trent on that.
I mean, I think Stafford has enough like respect for the organization that he would allow them to get a bridge first, or not a bridge, but they allow him to get a quarterback in waiting first before he just leaves the team.
But I'll say this. I think
answer your question. If Jalen Hurts wins an MVP, he's stamped. Period. He's stamped. He's a Hall of Famer.
Does that mean Jalen Hurts would eventually? No, stamped what? First ballot?
No. Because the way
Jalen Hurts wins an MVP,
the trajectory of Hurts' career, and what he's doing.
We're talking about not trajectory. We're talking about now from performance.
If Jalen Hurts went, so Jalen Hurts he wouldn't be first ballot now.
No,
I mean,
he would not.
I don't know.
And if he keeps up these passing performances where super shaky, I don't know if he's first ballot.
Fellas, hold up real quick. Think about what it means to be first ballot. Like I want you guys to understand. Think about what it means to be first ballot. When the first time you come up and your name is, for instance, let's use a name we all agree with, Calvin Johnson. The minute his name came up, you know what they did when they present? Because what they do in the Hall of Fame is that they come up, they present a case to why somebody should be a Hall of Famer, and then they leave and go vote. You know what the person did who presented his thing? He said it's Calvin Johnson, and they walked off the fucking stage. Like, think about what it means to be first ballot. First ballot is tough. First ballot is tough. I get it that like. For some, like that's why.
What class was this nigga in?
Yeah, but that's why I'm so worried about this.
What class?
Stafford also has the career stats that clears Kurt Warner. I just want us to be very clear.
We know why T.O. took.
No, that's different. That's different.
We know why T.O. wasn't in, even though T.O. was automatic first ballot. That's why I'm watching. I'm super worried. They're gonna make Eli Manning first ballot, and if that happens, then
why are you worried? Stop hating,
man. Stop.
He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I agree. Hey, he's not
a first ballot Hall of
Famer. Wide receiver
tags.
He said Matthew Stafford needs to get wide receiver tags. Matthew Stafford needs to get wide receiver tags, but y'all don't say that for Joe Montana. Yeah.
What? Why do we go back to the 90s, man?
No.
Damn. Hold on, Montana rocket retirement.
After getting wide receiver tax is nuts.
No, I don't.
Let's do that. So Joe Montana, skedaddle. Cool.
So this one is
Joe Burrow is the wide receiver tax.
Yeah,
we taxing Peyton Manning.
Yeah, hold on. But when you hear first ballot, I think that's like we couldn't wait. We could not wait long enough to put you in the Hall of Fame. I don't even think with a ring, Matthew Stafford would be first ballot. I think he'd be close, but I don't think he'd be first ballot. First
I
ballot
think
is like
I think the
minute-
fact that we're
minute
even
is-
arguing it kind of answers the question.
Yeah, the fact that
I don't know if we're arguing it. I think it's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
But you're arguing. But once you see that MVP in his hand,
I wouldn't
That
argue.
is true though. If the fact,
thought
but that is
process
true
is
though,
crazy.
because realistically speaking, though, like we talking about like
If Matthew Stafford wins an MVP with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, you're gonna look at him different. That's just how it is.
I agree with you, but
and
look,
that was
I
if
think
he's
I've
already
heard
a
it
friend.
enough. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
I think is he a Hall of Famer right now? I think we all
I get
agree.
I get what you're saying, but I also get what Random is saying because, like,
but that's not all. I don't think all the first ballot guys are like that though.
No, I agree, but also
I'm with you, Random. I think that's how first ballot guys should be. I think it should be no hesitation.
No brainer.
It should be Calvin Johnson.
They make him look
There
quickly
are
right
guys
there.
where it's like, yeah, he should be a first. Like,
But also, you guys also got to remember, there's always a backlog going. That's why they created another route for older players to make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but there's always a backlog of stuff now that when you have to walk in there and somebody's saying like, okay, Matthew Stafford's up, and then somebody's gonna be like, well, what about? I'm just using this is just a random name because I know he's up this year. Like, what about somebody like Larry Fitz? Are you telling me he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame in front of Larry Fitz? It's just using a random name. Like, it's just like somebody like that who's put in, and you're gonna. I mean, personally, I'm gonna say no because Larry Fitz.
I agree with you.
Larry
That's why
Fitz
I
is
say it depends.
without making it, I gotta head out. I'll say this last thing. I feel like when it comes down to it, when it comes to Matthew Stafford after this season, I get it. We're kind of looking at it in the vacuum based on how good the player is. And we know that's not what the Hall of Fame is. It's what your career says. Plus, it does heavily sway to quarterbacks. Everything sways to quarterbacks. And when it comes down to it, an MVP, a Super Bowl, and when it comes to his career stats, he'll probably be top 5 in all the major categories for a quarterback.
Yeah.
I feel like that's enough.
The thing that I'm going to say about the career stats part, especially as they keep adding games, that career stats is going to start getting devalued.
Yeah, but it's not devalued for Stafford.
I can see
Julius
but
Peppers,
Anthony, real quick,
the last first ballot quarterback was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Damn.
Julius Peppers was the
Well,
first.
I mean, we're probably gonna get one.
Breeze is not first ballot.
Well,
No, this is Breeze first. This is first year. This is first year.
If Drew Brees
doesn't get a first ballot, Stafford
abolish the Hall of Fame.
Which I think that's a good barometer though. If Breeze is
you're
the
right. I
first
said
ballot,
we talked about this because Luke Kuechly not making first ballots.
Insanity.
He didn't play that long.
Disgraceful.
8 years is a long time. I'm sick of people saying that. For a linebacker, 8 years is that's a good longevity.
That's just what they do.
You got to understand the people deciding you got to understand the people who are deciding the Hall of Fame, and also Anthony, AB's never going to get in the Hall of Fame.
No, yeah, that's right.
He's never going to get in the Hall of Fame.
His career,
his career is Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah.
But he's never going to get in the Hall of Fame.
His career is first
It's
ballot.
already hard enough. It's already hard enough for receivers to make the Hall of Fame in general compared to their counterparts, unless you're literally Calvin Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald. And it's given everything that AB has done, especially how he literally left the league, and you piss off, like whether or not you want to believe it or not, you piss off somebody like Tom Brady. When Tom Brady gives up on you,
you're done.
When Tom Brady gives up on you,
you're done.
Like that's
Julio
big
first ballot, abolish the Hall of Fame.
I don't think Julio's going to be first ballot.
If he's not,
Hell no. Hell yeah.
If he don't, then that's his ass. The Hall
I
of
don't
Fame.
I don't think he's going to get in within 5 years.
There's no way Julio shouldn't be first ballot, bro. Like there's no way.
Who's
first ballot at this point? That's the case.
Decades, bro. They made Chris Carter wait decades to be in the Hall of Fame.
If Kuechly didn't make first ballot, then
I ain't gonna. I already know Julio better than him, but his career wise,
I know. Trent, I agree with you, but
it depends on it. Look, this whole conversation just really depend on what class they in. Like, period. That's the main thing when it comes to this first ballot shit, honestly. Because like we're obviously we're gonna have like obviously like
what's thank you, Trent, for having me on. I got to
all right, my bye.
I was like it just depends on the class, bro. Because if Julio's not first ballot. Yeah, all right, bro.
Ain't nobody coming up gonna be first ballot, really.
I say if he not first ballot,
jealous.
But early, you think Stafford the MVP?
I mean, I spoke on that a while last 2 weeks, but what niggas want to hear it when he was like 17-2, Now he like 25-2. I've been watching Matthew Stafford. As you know, one of my closest homies is a Rams fan. Watched a lot of Matthew Stafford tape, and yeah, he got great receivers, but nigga still doing the lowest service at 37. So yeah, nigga, I was already team. I was literally saying this 2 weeks ago, and niggas wasn't hearing it. Niggas had Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, but I guess now, a couple more touchdowns. And my statement was, if he puts up an Aaron Rodgers like season, we talking about 41, 42 TDs and like 5 picks, is he still not MVP? And niggas still saying no. So I guess it's his time of the year to finally realize what he's doing. He on pace to do something great.
Him and Drake. This is gonna be hard because I actually think even if Stafford keep doing what he's doing, if Drake keep doing what he's doing, because it's like his first bad completion percentage wise game. If he keep doing this, completing 74% of his passes, bro, and they win a division, Drake might get it. Now he might deserve it. I don't know, but he might get it. Though.
He might get the 1 seed. That's up for grabs right now.
Yeah, they get a 1 seed.
I don't think the numbers would be there.
Because narrative wise, it's there for Drake too, which also matters in terms of MVP.
If he gets a 1 seed, that's gonna be different.
Yeah, I ain't gonna Drake. The number 1 seed is raps. It's raps.
That's a different argument.
But
he can because Broncos suck. So
I hate watching.
It's so crazy. Yo, let me ask you this question. Is Bo Nix?
Kaka.
No. It's not even that. Is Bo Nix who we think of what Jalen Hurts is?
No. What? Bo Nix can't run like Jalen Hurts.
No, I'm saying. What I mean by that is that we shit on Jalen. Got the crazy, got the good ass team, not doing all that shit. They be winning games. He playing like dirt. In reality, that's fake Bo Nix. I'm not gonna lie. They 8-2, and he has not been good all year though.
I feel like it's.
I won't say all year. He's had games. He's playing
obviously the Giants shit. Obviously, there's a couple games he's played good, but this has been a couple stretch. This shouldn't have got nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little different because the team wise, even the offense is not as polished as the Eagles. I mean. They got the line.
Can I ask you something?
The run game is solid, but the receiving game is not what it is. But
do you think Bo Nix is bad because of maybe turnovers or something?
Hey, drink more water. That's what it is. He is who y'all thought Purdy was. The nasty Purdy motherfucker. The ones who saying Purdy was Jimmy G 2.0.
Well, yeah, niggas know Purdy good, but I'm saying that is it because of his turnovers and stuff? Because I'll be honest with you, when I watch Bo Nix play, I do think he's been terrible this year. But I feel like y'all be giving Penix a flat, but do niggas watch Penix play? Yeah, see how many throws he misses? Maybe because he don't get as many turnovers.
Maybe I think earlier you're making a good point. I think because
Penix is trash, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think because of where people had Bo Nix in the offseason, it feels like that. Okay. If people had Bo Nix where he should be ranked, which he was just a really good game manager, nobody would be upset. They'd be a little upset.
Yeah,
but they
thought he was going to be elevated this next season.
Yeah,
early
point, Young, which is a good point because if Michael Penix, people were saying he was top 10,
he would be getting destroyed.
He will be getting.
Hold up, because I haven't even seen Herbert. I ain't gonna lie, I've been looking for JJ for a while now. It's been 4 weeks now. JJ, where you at? But I ain't gonna lie to you, niggas you could say that about Penix. Yeah, you're right. Niggas ain't got a top 10, but niggas said he was a good quarterback. Period. Niggas say he was a good quarterback. Do y'all think let me talk to Skill FC. Hey, Young, do you think he's a good quarterback? Do you think Michael Penix is a good quarterback?
I was never high on Penix.
I mean, it's
just me personally.
Did we watch the amount of passes that I'm talking about those comeback routes to the outside. How many times he missed those a game?
I'm gonna be early. That's what I'm saying. His throws that they're asking him to make, that's not his game, in my opinion. I don't.
So let me ask you this. Early,
he can't make a sideline pass.
I don't think he's as good.
He can't make a simple sideline pass.
I don't think he's as good.
So early, let me ask you this, right? You think Michael Penix is the worst, a bottom 5 quarterback in the league?
He's the worst what?
I said, do you think Michael Penix is a bottom 5 QB in the league?
If I run through teams, because I hate to be that guy, but Bryce down there too. I ain't gonna lie, you still down there, Bryce. Who else was really bad?
Geno Smith.
No, he's better than him.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, do rag. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm taking Geno too.
If you putting Geno on that fucking Falcons team, bro, like just come on, bro.
Okay, this is my thing though. I don't think Penix is good. I was never high on Penix, but this is the one time I will agree on JJ in this thing. That coaching is fucking terrible.
That is true.
It's quite
Young.
really,
Okay,
it's quite
that's
really
cool. Hey, Young, did
horrendous.
you watch the last game, Young? Did you watch the last game?
Yes.
So what did the coach do wrong in crunch time versus Colts when he literally was actually thinking to make sideline passes to get the ball on the field?
I'm not saying Penix is that good, but I'm
Niggas are
saying
wide the fuck open, bro.
the scheme is terrible. It is
cool.
what it is.
But again, the plays
spam
where
tight
a
ends-
dude
y'all
draws
spam
a good
tight
play
ends.
for you and you can't make a 10-yard pass, what's the problem? Whose
I
fault
mean,
is that? That's Zach Wilson's fault?
I mean, okay. I mean, yeah, because part of coaching is giving your guys repetitions with good schemes. If you're doing a good play every 30 plays, well, damn, it's hard to be consistent if you're not consistently getting them type of looks.
Bro, I don't want
You
to
gotta,
that, bro.
you gotta practice what you want to set forward.
But I think you can evaluate Penix within the scheme and just see he's.
He's not good.
That's my problem. Like I think he's limited. I think there's stuff he does really well,
but
I don't think they have the personnel to do the stuff that.
Is this team a 3-17?
No.
Yes.
I disagree with that.
That's
I think with average coaching,
much do you blame
average
Brett? How
coaching
much
is the
do
way.
you blame on Zach Robinson?
Realistically, they should be winning the division. They should be
Early.
No,
I'll say this.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No,
it is a quarterback league.
It's not
Baker
Zach Robinson.
Mayfield.
No, I'm talking about
Baker Mayfield was always with those weapons. It's always I'm leaning that way.
The Atlanta Falcons are not a 3-7 roster. If they're not three,
They're not. They're not.
If they're
But
not,
their
if
quarterback.
they're not
But to Early's point, look at your quarterback play.
No, bad quarterback on top of terrible coaching.
Trent, never mind the Zach Robinson because we know how bad his play calling is. Can you be for real? How many games can you name where he was just dirt? Bro, we watched some games together on fucking
early,
where he was just dirt. Like, damn, bro,
coaching,
just dirt.
Early coaching has lost them games a lot this season. The coaching is league bottom of the league.
But how many times have you watched the game, Durag? In all honesty, Durag, because I've watched a lot of them.
I don't think.
How many games have you watched when he just can't make throws, bro?
I don't think Penix is that good in the first place. I was never
49ers game. The fucking this coach game just passed. Like, dog, the coach game, bro, was the weirdest thing because you get the ball down to get the lead. Right? Cool. You get the lead.
Coaching lost the Niners
in
game.
overtime, you can't complete a pass. Like, you can't complete a fucking pass. Now, I will give you that Darnell Mooney pad drop. But the same way you're being nasty, do-rag by saying your coach got to be, I can't blame Darnell Mooney because sometimes when you don't see the ball or you're so used to the ball hitting the dirt, sometimes when it do get in your hands, you be so pressed to make a play, you drop it. So I give him some leniency on that. Nigga just couldn't make throws, bro. He just can't. He can't make the throws that actually help you win games. He can't make, bro. All that over the middle of the field, the Drake London shit. Yeah, you with Mr. Mittens over there, cool. But that I need you to make this outside throw to help us get downfield and get out of bounds so we don't waste clock. He can't make those fucking throws, bro.
Shit.
And he's terrible. His fucking presence in the pocket is disgusting, bro. I've never seen a nigga so nasty in the pocket. He completely just folds in the pocket. Him and Bryce Young, bro, it's the nastiest shit you've ever seen in your life, bro. Like, goddamn, can you step up a little bit? He just panics. The moment he sees any pressure, he just panics, bro. And sometimes the block be there, he says to step up, he don't step up, bro. He panics. You see him start to panic, bro. And for a nigga that run 4-4, he don't never run. That is the weakest fucking 4-4 I've ever seen in my fucking life. But I sat here weeks ago and let JJ really talk me down about what the fuck Michael Penix was, but then shit on Bryce Young. Them niggas the same player, bro. They're the same fucking player. Actually, Bryce Young is better, and we're being honest, Young. Bryce Young FC as far as skill set. But fucking Penix is a bad quarterback, bro. And y'all be giving niggas leniency. That's bad quarterback. Yes, play card is bad. Very bad. But nigga, there are niggas who will die for the team you have, Penix, and you some shit with them. Like Trent said, they should not be worse than us, bro. They should not be worse than us.
Hold on.
And where the fuck was this last year when I needed it? Versus with the Raiders. God damn, I needed this last year.
Oh, Young, this is the thing, right? Even you want to say they don't, because I wanted to say this before I got off. Even if you want to say they're not a 7-3 team, either way, was Zach because I think the biggest issue of that team is Zach Robinson. That is the number one biggest issue on that team that they need to get rid of. If that's number one. Now after that, offense wise, it is Michael Penix. He has to get right.
Wait. I hope
because even in the Colts game. Nigga, Kyle Pitts Frado doing the outside, and he literally underthrew for a touchdown. Like you just missing points on the board. Like that's just not good. So this team
to get downfield, to get that kick field goal.
This team is way too talented, mind you. First round quarterback, first round running back, first round receiver,
top 10 defense,
first round tight end. Then you made the trade to get James Pitt and Jalen Walker. It's working. The pass rush is there. James Pierce, one looking around the best rookie edge in the league. Jalen Walker, they doing it. You can't be doing it. You can't be 3-7. Not have your first round draft pick next year.
Falcons ain't been 20. They ain't been top 10 in sacks in 20 years.
You said what?
They are now.
What's the issue?
Well, you talking about main thing.
London looks good.
So the Zach Robinson shit,
Bijan Robinson looks good.
It's literally shown, bro. They barely throw the ball over the middle of the field. It's weird. Like it's actually weird. Like super weird. And then when it's going against tough, when it's go-to plays that they need to go to, like that, it's been happening multiple times where they run the same shit to where the 49ers called it out, the Panthers called it out, and I think it's happening in other games too. Like there's just the play calling with the Atlanta Falcons right now is fucking terrible. They have the worst OC in the league.
But do you think he has a skill set like
the throws?
I think that's an excuse.
Michael Penix, if Michael Penix, even though I was not a fan of Michael Penix coming out of Washington, I didn't even think he should have been a first rounder. What Michael Penix has as a quarterback, yes, Michael Penix at the helm, they should at least be like a 8-win team every year with this roster.
So you think once they change, because that's what I can't wait for. I want Dak Robinson to get out of there so we can. There's no excuses. I want to see how bad Michael Penix is.
You give the Falcons even. I don't even like Josh McDaniels. I think he mid. Give him Josh McDaniels. Just something that's middle in the pack.
Something
if
competent.
Michael Penix can't get with that, you're a bum. Period. Because again,
the thing is,
first round running back.
Respect Josh McDaniels.
No, bro, you don't. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's a cool OC. You give him a regular schmeck, not because Zach Robinson's the worst OC in the league. All I'm saying, no. Eagle Nation, Kevin Patula, at least he's picked up a little.
Yeah, it's over with. We over that.
It's like either way, Kevin Patula and Zach Robinson, bro. Oh, look, y'all both the worst. It don't matter. The point is, if you give him something that's competent with OC play, just competent, and you can't work out with a first round running back, first round receiver, a first round tight end, and y'all took number 3 overall with this team on offense, I'm sorry, your ass. In Atlanta Falcons, you reached on taking Michael Penix at number 8, which I never thought.
But here's my thing too. I ain't gonna lie. But here's my thing. I think my biggest problem with him is like you ain't. I could at least say JJ Young. He's 21, 22, young nigga. Came out 20 years old. Come out NFL. Bro, Penix, you are one of them. You were in the league for so fucking long, Michael Penix. Bro, you 25, 26 years old, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. That room for development, all that bullshit niggas is talking about. Like, oh, so what? He'll get good when he's 29? Like, I don't like that, bro. Like, you should be more ready the way James Daniels was his first year. And again, James Daniels is still good. He just has a bad fucking team. Say we had a bad team last year, he just rose above it. But this year, it's harder getting injured. Cool. But Michael Penix is like, dog, the nigga plays sometimes was almost if like you didn't play college for 19 fucking years. It's like, dog, do you have any type of experience at playing quarterback? Like, I understand that you only had a couple games this season, other than last season, this season. But like, bro, Michael Penix makes such bad decisions at quarterback, bro. And you can't keep like just. And again, there are people who will kill for this. Like, even with he ain't got a bad O-line. Running game is there. You have a legit top 10 receiver. Your tight end has finally picked it up, even though we were shitting on Kyle Pitts. Yes, the play calling is bad, but let's not act like there are plenty of times, the same way me and Flash about there are times, plenty of times actually, where the nigga Penix has the throw and a player is open and he can't complete it, bro. Like, bro, just complete them outside passes. He did it versus the 49ers. He did it versus the Colts. Like, bro, complete the outside passes on the sideline, bro. God damn, bro, to get out of bounds, get the clock move and stop the clock from moving so we can get downfield so we can get a field goal, bro. Like, he is so bad, man. I don't care what nobody say. He's so bad. And if you have a quarterback who can't make throws, bro, I don't want to hear that OC shit, because I promise you he'll get an OC and he still won't make the throws. So
I'll do it.
You can't make throws. Hey, man, do right.
Early.
Matters, bro.
You can't drop bad, terrible concepts consistently. You're not gonna that's terrible. Like, you can't overcome bad coaching. It is damn near impossible.
Especially when watching the Colts game, one of the crucial drives of the game in which they can change the entire game. This idiot Zach Robinson, 3 straight passes. Like 3 straight passes, giving both of your running backs averaging 5 yards of carry on the game.
Absolutely.
What is the thought process?
Like, bad coaching in the NFL, you cannot overcome. Coaching trumps all. It trumps all. Damn it. Unless you're Mahomes, but even then, that nigga got the 2 elite coaches. So that's hard to say.
Mark Jackson. Jalen Hurts did last year. Y'all shitted on that coaching last year. He did it last year.
Let me point real quick.
Kellen Moore. Right. You mean the year before or the year before?
Year before, man. Yeah.
Nah,
you go ahead, Josh.
But
let me prove a point real quick. I'll be quick. like mind you, Drake May, the current MVP leader. The offense wasn't drastically improved from a roster perspective, but there was one major change: the OC. Alex Van Pelt was the worst play caller in the league. You get Josh McDaniels, who's a mid-play caller, and the offense is top of the league. It's
What
play
the
calling.
fuck? Hey, bro,
It's play
I'm so weirded out on the fact that like, what's this? Hey, yo, if I hear you niggas call Josh McDaniels mid one more time,
He's mid. He's
What
mid.
is he?
Josh McDaniels is not the Olive Garden of fucking of OC.
I mean,
Whoa.
hold on.
That's
Hold
mid.
on.
Right? That's mid.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Niggas disrespecting Olive Garden?
Yeah, that's crazy. The braces are crazy. The braces is crazy. The braces
You
are crazy.
niggas are poor.
Come on.
Here's my thing.
Awful.
If
Out of here, bro. Out of here, bro.
Olive Garden's crazy.
nigga just like an Olive Garden, yeah, because you're poor. Here's my thing though.
No, so you can't.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit. Olive Garden,
Pasta not elite.
Olive Garden, good time. I got the same mug, Josh. And you gotta get better lighting, man. You're too dark for that. But here's my. Now, listen, nigga, same here. I'm just saying you gotta get that light. But here's my thing though. The thing about Josh McDaniels, why I'm so nasty, is because we saw, like, as much as we love Mike Vrabel, love Mike Vrabel, love him. Like you niggas all season, bro. Drake May. So here's what y'all do, right? This what y'all do. When a nigga some shit, man. Jalen Hurts, if he had a better play caller, man, Michael Penix, he ain't as bad as he look if he had a better play caller. But when a nigga cook, I don't never hear you talk about the play caller like that. Like, can we? The fact that y'all think, wait. The fact that we have Drake May in MVP conversations, and what changed? Josh motherfucking McDaniels? Hey, stop calling him mid, bro. Stop it, bro.
Why? Drake May was good last year. Drake May wasn't terrible last year.
It don't matter, nigga. The nigga's an MVP candidate. What changed, bro? What really changed? What really changed, bro?
The nigga went from actually.
We don't trust none of these receivers. We've said before. We don't have a running game, but for some reason, that play calling still look good, don't it, yo? Am I tripping?
It's two things. And he's part of the reason why our ranking is struggling. He's part of the reason why our ranking is struggling. You keep trying to span duo, span gap. You have Travion Henderson, who thrives on outside runs.
Who can't fucking block too, Josh? You know how football works? I don't give a fuck how good you run if you blow my quarterback up every time. The same nigga y'all love, he can't block for him. You know how football works? I don't give a fuck how fast you are if you can't block. Sit the fuck on the bench. Because if Drake may get hurt one play, guess what's gonna happen? And guess who just got hurt doing that shit with bad blocking? Fucking CJ Stroud. Come on, bro. You can't do that, bro. Y'all keep talking about Trayvon Henderson. Yeah, he look good. Yeah, he fast. He can't block. And Drake May is their most valuable possession. If he miss a block and he get destroyed, y'all niggas gonna be having Trayvon Henderson head. Give a fuck about his skill set, how fast he is.
I'm talking about Travion getting outside runs, which he thrives on. What does that have to do with Drake May getting hurt?
But he has to be on the field in order to do that. So you said put him at receiver, put him at slot, make him be Reggie Bush.
What are you talking about? Right. All right, bro.
Talking about.
Okay. You're talking about motherfucking running back his position.
You're saying just give him the ball to run.
Outside zone. Like if you're running outside zone, you put Travion Henderson outside zone concepts. Roll, go to the left side where Will Campbell is your best run blocker. It has worked when we have done it, but Josh McDaniels never wants to do it. And what did you see last week against the Buccaneers? What happened? 200 yards. What happened?
I mean, he had a great game.
Same shit. The shit I'm talking about, Josh McDaniels finally did it, and it worked.
But I'm be honest with you though, Josh. How many times do you think, if you were running back, right, and you know a nigga can't block, right? How many? I hear what you're saying. You're like, give a nigga the touch, give him the outside zone. It's cool. But you also got to factor in the fact that, like, if I have a running back over here, you basically would, because what you're basically saying is like, let him run the pill. But when I need you to block, I'm gonna put Stevenson in here or one of them boys in there. You can't do that, bro. Like a nigga not going for that. I'm talking about just mentality wise. I'm not going for let him run the ball. When you need to block, I gotta come in. Nigga not going for that, bro. Like you can't do that. So you can't just run him and only give him run plays. But yet now your backs who actually can block and run, you basically kind of taking him off the field in the run game because his running
couldn't run the ball. That's the problem. None of us can't run the ball because Rodgers had a fumbling problem. Antonio Gibson had a fumbling problem. They can't run the ball. I don't care how good a pass player if you can't run the ball. At least Trayvon can run the ball. I know Trayvon's been bad in pass pro this year, but I rock with it. But I don't care. I hope he gets shit back to at Ohio State. He was a good run blocker. He was a demon. I mean, run blocker. He was a demon pass blocker.
That's blocker.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know what it is in the pros.
Yo, y'all are
Bro, that's why.
He said Miles Garrett said the
He blocked in
JTT.
Northwestern.
He said
I just
JTT no
admit,
more
like,
Miles Garrett.
I think I forgot what mid was, bro. Mid is like mid. It's just
He's
their things
average.
are mid, and
He's
Josh
average.
Daniels ain't no fucking mid. Like
Josh-
Josh Daniels will be a fucking. He's just a bad coach, y'all. Like, I get he's always had bad coaching stats, but bro, as an offensive coordinator, bro, he's one of the best of the best.
He's average.
Wise, bro.
He's an average play caller.
If he give you 2 MVPs, bro, and 2 fucking Super Bowl players, bro, I
Oh,
don't
you
want to hear it,
said,
bro.
you said, he's being nasty.
This is bad.
So you're telling me if a nigga literally has a resume of giving you multiple Super Bowls and MVPs with one guy, and if he has a second stint with fucking Drake May, we're still saying he's mid, huh?
I'm saying they got 2 demon quarterbacks because that's what the fuck he had. Tom Brady is the NFL's biggest outlier.
But you see how like again, but Flav, you see how like when a nigga suck or a nigga playing bad, we can literally say play calls while he can't. But again, we don't want to get a play calling love when the guy's successful. That shit is nasty, man.
He get credit for being better than Alex Van Pelt.
So Brady would do it with anybody, right? Cool.
He's not a demon.
He did. I mean, Brady didn't do it with anybody.
Well, you a Bears fan. That's why you butthurt. You chose the wrong quarterback.
Drake May not a demon? You a Bears fan? Oof.
Hold on.
Wait,
Made Mac Jones look good.
Facts.
That 1 year, yeah, Mac Jones hooping.
Melvin, Caleb is bad. Melvin, like I'm tired of about Caleb. I don't know to you.
Ramondre was good.
He had Mac Jones in the Pro Bowl.
You said what?
Yeah, Mac Jones in the Pro
Oh, you're
Bowl.
nasty.
Hey, young Caleb Williams SV. You might be back on Caleb Williams FC.
Hey, yo, what I say, we got budget times because he
Now
got
he's shaking his head.
Yo,
Get off that.
When J-Rob last came up, when y'all told me that he had the same nail stylist as Angel Reese, I was off.
He got. Ain't gonna lie. Listen, I'm not gonna completely give up about Knicks. He might easily be the 4th quarterback in that draft, dog. Like I'm not gonna completely give up about Knicks, but he might be the 4th quarterback. In that draft.
He definitely is.
Caleb Williams.
Wait. Whoa. Hell yeah. You say Bo Nix better than Caleb Williams?
I said what I said is Bo Nix is bad right now, but I still think Bo Nix can pick it up.
He went on a shit last year for real, but hey, you know what? Hey,
we're not gonna say that. Can't say that.
Sean Payton get that motherfucker to lay him to death, and he came into the same shit now.
You cannot say that, bro. You can't say he wasn't on shit, bro.
He really wasn't. He was cool. It's all right. It looked good. But Sean Payton give you layups. I hope it looked good.
I know you like your white boys with good bone structure, but you can't say that.
What?
He just fried the fuck out of you.
He ain't fried shit. He didn't fry nothing. There's no way
you like a handsome white boy. You know you do, nigga. Nick coming in tall with the hair and his bone structure, nigga. You excited, nigga. You get excited for it.
It's that butt shit. Hey, Bo Nix
to you, nigga.
I'll say this.
Name your favorite quarterbacks in the league right now.
My favorite quarterbacks?
Give me 5.
Herbert. I'm off the Rodgers. Rodgers old now. I like that. I like younger Rodgers. Josh, Drake. Bryce Young FC. We still gonna we biding our time, baby. We biding our time.
Hey, Durag keep Bryce in there. Like white people keep I have a black friend. We get it, Durag. Yeah, we get it. We get it. We got Bryce in there, y'all. Come on, bro.
I'm sure.
Early. Durag got the one house lit.
Y'all was sad. Like,
we know young is a culprit.
I was saying
Matthew Stafford.
Quarterback wise. Stafford Cole. I ain't a hater on Stafford.
I see a 4-to-1 ratio.
You sad. You're actually sad.
It's like 4.5
to 0.5.
Will you ever hold on? Hey, Durag, will you ever a Trevor Lawrence fan?
Yes. Oh my God.
Hey, niggas ever seen somebody when Dr. Umar came on and he said, "Wait a minute, are you a bunny hopper?"
Hold on.
Like a tall white boy. You like a tall white boy.
Let me defend myself. Hold on. Let me pull up the teams. Let me say I'm missing no names. Hold on. Cause y'all being sickening right now. Y'all being actually sickening. Cause let's start off this. Geno Smith, dog shit. Kyler Murray, midget, dog shit. Tua, dog shit. Let's see. I hate the Ravens. They beat us in Super Bowl, so I'm a Ravens hater. Lamar is good though. Lamar good. I ain't gonna hate on Lamar, but I'll never praise him. Who else is dog shit? Let's see. CJ Stroud.
You like Drake May, but you don't like Lamar. Go ahead.
I like CJ Stroud coming in. I'm a Ravens hater. I like CJ Stroud coming in. You on bullshit right now. Let's see. Mahomes, I will forever hate watch that man. Jalen Hurts, running back. Dak Prescott, Cowboys. My dad's an Eagles fan. I can never praise the Cowboys.
Well, I love Dak Prescott. That's my favorite quarterback.
Jaden Daniels, just because the Drake May agendas can't give you love. Let's see. Jordan Love. I actually do like Jordan. I like Jordan.
Shut up, bro.
The nigga said I can't recognize my black people when the white folks around.
No.
He said I can't give you love because of Drake May.
No. At one point, I like Jaden Daniels early to his last year at LSU. But when niggas start pushing he clearly better than Drake May. You gotta balance the hate out.
I ain't gonna lie. Anything, listen, if it's black, you ain't fucking with it. 6'5", good bone sucker, white quarterback.
Let's be real.
Do-rag. Throw that ass in the circle, boy. I tell you.
Early. Let's be real. Let's be real. Early. A lot of these black quarterbacks on teams I do not fuck with, so I gotta hate watch off rip, or they just dog shit. It is what it is.
You still think you thought Lamar Jackson supposed to be a receiver, huh, or running back, huh?
He's top 3. Clear Joe Burrow. Where's Manny at? Clear Joe Burrow.
Oh boy, that boy love a good white quarterback, boy. What they got in common though? What's your quarterback got in common? The 5 niggas you name. What they got in common, right?
Sad as fuck. They're good at football, motherfucker. They're good at football.
Can I ask you something? Do you feel like you give the white quarterback more chance than the black quarterback? Like when the black quarterback bad, you be off him quick, don't you?
No.
You literally keep, bro. If you don't think like the fact you even still have Bryce Young around. It's not, but I can't like Jay Daniels because Jay Daniels, he came in the same draft as Drake May. God bless you.
Yeah, I got pushed in there. I got pushed back on the narratives, man. And after year 1, I said, "Oh, he stamped over Drake May." I told you, motherfucker. I said, "All right, it's only been 1 year." And guess who's sitting on top of that throne right now? Let's go.
Nigga, shut up, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Somebody white treated do-rag good in his life. He never.
You were sad. Y'all were actually sad.
Somebody white, you're like treated you like real good. And
y'all like black players. Y'all got it. Y'all sad.
Hold on. Let's just talk about open discussion about these bills real quick. Because this is by far the worst. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the worst loss of the NFL season. Period.
No.
I forgot. Somebody remind me.
Losing 30-0 to the Panthers is the worst loss of the season.
Yeah,
hey, the Giants give them a 30 and a half.
Yeah,
but the Giants are dirty.
No, but here's the thing, though, right? Like the Giants always lose in like crazy fashion. That's what they do. It's been a thing with the New York Giants with us for years.
Another team, hey, Flam, I hate to say it. But that loss against the Jets, God,
I ain't lying.
The moment for 54 yards. That is insane.
What we doing though? Are we still going with Caleb Dale Gabriel? Like, what are we doing?
Hey, bro,
no,
I watch football.
We're not even going to acknowledge that. We're not even going to acknowledge that game for Flam's health. We're not going to acknowledge that game.
I'll bring another one. Hey, if the Broncos would lost to the Jets trade, that was by far the worst.
Speaking of that, so hold on. Oh, I forgot. No, the worst loss of the week. My bad. It's not the Bills getting destroyed. Yeah, Durag, you're king. Trevor Lawrence, them Jags.
I didn't watch the game. I think them niggas they get like 29. And like,
don't ever. All this shit I was hearing about these, bro. Do not talk to me.
No, that's just bad.
They blew a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter to Davis Mills.
No, they said they had 2 yards of offense in the fourth.
Yes,
is that true?
Yes.
And we gonna have a conversation about that boy playing 2 sides. Now I gotta get knee surgery his first year. God damn! Stop playing 2 sides. It's kind of detrimental.
Niggas trying to victory lap and they getting hurt.
I'm never victory lap.
I'm playing. Chill out.
I'm like do-rag. I love black people. My thing is this though.
You sad.
You sad, bro. It's nasty in there. My thing is this though. I think that I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I like them. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Travis to succeed, especially after he had that game versus the Chiefs, man. And you start seeing it, and then the next week he had his first 100-yard game. But bro, it's just weird that your first 100-yard game you have, all of a sudden you gotta get knee surgery. Bro. Like, that's my biggest fear.
It was a practice he got hurt.
He didn't get hurt because of that game.
Right. He got hurt.
It was a non-contact practice that we couldn't see, and that's what happened.
Non-contact.
Know what happened. That's why I'm assuming.
All I know is it's hard to be back. It's hard to backpedal, then get on offense and had to cut in and out of routes. I don't know, man. Gotta wear and tell your knees.
Marley, you all right though? Let's go back to these Bills though. Molly Wop by Devon A. Chain, and because I'm not calling them the Tua Dolphins. That is Devon A. Chain and the Dolphins. Devon A. Chain had a match class full game. Flame, I'll start with you. How we feeling about these Bills, bro?
They're
Hey,
so
bro, I ain't gonna lie.
weird. They so fucking weird.
They're nasty, bro. It's
I needed you to lose to the Chiefs. You lost me so
Bro.
much money.
I can't think of anybody on the defensive side of that ball who's like an impact player, bro. They have no one to impact.
Shout out Maxwell Harrison, man.
I said that. I said that, Flam.
Bro, they have no one on defense that, like, if I was an offensive coordinator and I know how to play the Bills, bro, I'm sleeping in. I'm getting an extra hour of sleep because there's no one who scares me, bro. Like at all.
They got a Bobby Boucher at Flam. They got everybody they play.
Yeah.
They got to think that's the Chiefs. If they play everybody how they play the Chiefs, they'll beat everybody. Because Joey Bosa couldn't be stopped last game,
bro.
But then you play the Dolphins and you can't get a sack. You can't take the pressure.
And me personally, I don't like how like when the Bills beat KC, it was like, oh, Josh Allen, that boy, like he that boy. And then when they play the Dolphins, oh, he needs help. He's one of the most high-paid players in the league. Keep that same energy when he beat Kansas City, who has a pretty decent defense right now. They played Miami, dog. Like it's a divisional opponent. You beat them already. I don't know. Like y'all can't just be like, oh, Josh Allen got it. He could do it all, or he needs help. You just keep the same energy. Me personally, this is like the most vulnerable the Bills will be unless they start spending money in the right places. But I don't know. I ain't too worried about them if I'm like the Chiefs or the Ravens. I think the Ravens dog walk these niggas if they meet in the playoffs. So,
Durag.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie, this team is. I think this is the Bills team people envisioned when they were talking about them last year. So I remember the comment going to last season was that Josh Allen was with a team full of me and Flams, and he wouldn't be able to get it done. He wouldn't be able to get it done. So I mean, the receiver separation is piss poor. Keon Coleman, God, you making the FC look bad, man. You making the FC look bad. It hurts.
What FC?
Hey, chill out.
What FC is Keon Coleman a part of?
FSC.
Nigga, I was a nigga. I'm Keon Coleman FC, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
That's
I
thought you were trying to loop
skills. No. That's skill set because goddamn, that skill set ain't showing. So that's been bad. The run game's been good, but the receiver separation's been terrible. And then you look at the defense. Ed Oliver out for the year, that hurts them. They really wouldn't have been a good defense like that anyway because they were so thin and they're consistently hurt. Now you got Landon Jackson, my ball-headed king. He out probably for the year. That's gonna hurt him at edge. Joey Bosa's old. It's a lot, man. They can't stop the run. The secondary is always beat up, so you're relying on Maxwell Harrison, who has been good. He showed good flashes last couple games, but you're relying on a rookie in the secondary. They can't stop a nosebleed. It's so, like Flam said, just how the Ravens play football. They might end up gashing the Bills.
Ravens would
unless Josh Allen pulls a 2021 Patriots wild card game, just plays perfect.
Or Derrick Henry fumbles on the last drive.
Yeah, or Mark Andrews drops the ball at the goal line. I mean, it's gonna be
Has
hard.
the Ravens DBs gotten better all of a sudden? Am I missing something?
No, but the receivers that bad.
The receivers are bad enough to meet in the middle.
It meets in the middle. I can't say that. The
receivers is this the same Bills receivers that fried Baltimore week 1?
Hey.
No. Because they've gotten worse over the season.
They
were actually getting separation like week 1 to 3. And then after that, I don't know what the hell happened.
So they were getting separation against his Ravens DBs, but now they're not getting no more separation. I think that's more of a Ravens problem. No, granted. I think
that too. Yeah, the Ravens did pick up.
Niggas talking about
Young, they didn't get separation against the Dolphins secondary.
Josh Allen, he played terrible.
But, but it's like, damn.
This is what I don't understand. Like, Josh Allen is gonna do this. I don't know why we're surprised by it.
Oh, the moments like that. Yeah, he has a game like that.
He had it last year when he won MVP against Baltimore. He was a terrorist. He will
Houston.
do terroristic game.
The Houston game was bad too.
He does it, and it's fine. I'm not saying it's fine, but
Young,
glaring because of who it was.
Young. Talk about Young. Josh Allen, and I'm noticing this now because we let him get off the hook because he played like 2 or 3 weeks bad in a row, and then he played the Chiefs and looked amazing because he do it all the time. Josh Allen is like a nigga who like date a girl and he cheat on her, but then he buy her flowers and take her out for trips, but she forget that he cheated on her. Like, no, don't forget he cheats on you. Nah, but he bought me flowers. He took me to Bermuda or the Turks and Caicos, but he be cheating on you. Josh will cheat on us, bro, and then the moment he have a good game, we be like, all right, man, you know what?
Yep.
That's that Josh Allen we love. Like, bro, he had 2 or 3 bad games in a row, bro. We ain't say nothing about it. And they were winning games. Some of them they lost. Like, he had a bad game versus the Falcons.
I agree.
He had a bad game versus the Dolphins the first game they played. Like, and then we sat there and he had a good game versus Chiefs, and we was like, you know what? That's Josh Allen we know and love. Like, bro, he do it all the time, bro. Like, he had 2 or 3 bad games, and then he'll have an amazing game. We be like, hey, man, Josh Allen, like, bro, he doing it too often, bro. And I can't trust that team because y'all talking about the receivers not getting open. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen games where that O-line is amazing, and he got enough time to scramble in the pocket and make things happen, and the receivers get open. And then I see games where, like, he just like don't have the presence in the pocket or something. Like it's like he not there all the way. Like he was so bro. Let me tell you something. I won every bet for that 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock game. I put up boatload on the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 1.5. Oh man, that's what y'all giving me. I added some points. Chiefs by 2.5. Beat them niggas by 3 at least. He was so fucking locked in that game. He was so locked in. Couldn't miss a throw. Didn't make a bad decision. He weird, bro. Then you go against the fucking Dolphins, who are literally they're a fire sale type of team, and you can't fucking score the ball on the Dolphins defense, bro. Like it's just the weirdest thing. And the Chiefs don't have a bad offense, defense, but you can't do it, huh? You play my Panthers, you wear us out. You play the Chiefs, you wear them out. But then you play the fucking Dolphins, you can't beat them, bro. He's so
Josh
division games.
They're at the point in his career, he's only getting rated off of what he
playoffs.
does.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with Lamar. Like
Lamar, Josh Allen, Burrow.
No, that's why people are in the regular season. Yeah, he's gonna do this. Now I'm not excusing it. It's an issue because I don't think you shouldn't lose the games like if you lost to a good team playing like this, cool. The Dolphins are horrible, like y'all said. Like this is a fire sale team. There's no excuse to do that. But then that's why nobody's talking about it because at the end of the day, they want to see what you do in the playoffs.
And that defense, young, you niggas, bro. Even with 3 O linemen out, the Chiefs have a better offensive line than the fucking Dolphins. Dog, Patrick Mahomes had no time in the pocket, but the both times y'all played against the damn Dolphins, y'all can't get no pressure. It's so weird, bro. Like it's just weird. Y'all play, bro. I'm talking about through and through. We talking about the DBs. We talking about the linebackers. The pressure was there with Bosa. I'm like, oh, okay, damn, the Bills, okay. But then you play the Dolphins the very next week, and you're a whole different team. That's why I said, bro, this year is such a weird year, bro, because I can't trust the Broncos have elite defense, but you can't trust their offense at all. They just barely winning games. The Chiefs are up and down. The only reason we have faith in them because of Georgia, Patrick Mahomes will get us there. You can't trust the Bills defense, and you never know what type of game your man gonna have. You can't trust the Steelers. Like the Ravens, we hoping they'll have a comeback and route the rest of the team they play. Like this is a weird time for the AFC, bro. Like you just never know with these niggas, dog. The Colts have been looking mid the last 2 or 3 weeks, other than just John Taylor giving me 50 points on fantasy, thank God. But for the most part, man, like the AFC has been so up and down. Other than probably the Eagles, and that's it, bro. The Eagles are the only team that I'm looking at where I'm saying, like, all right, bro, they do have games where they be on some bullshit sometimes, but, like, they are a complete team. This Packers game was a little weird because, like, damn, 10 points. Like, but then, like, again, that's the only team I think that, like, legit. So I think any team that go against the Eagles in the Super Bowl, because the Eagles go in the Super Bowl, they're going to wash them out again, bro. Like, this AFC is so weird, bro. It's just weird.
All right, man, before we head out, bro, let's get to these games, do these predictions real quick. Let's get these bum games out the way. Anybody got the Jets upsetting the Patriots Thursday Night Football?
Not no fly ass uniforms.
Just shut up, nigga. You fake ass fans.
Nigga, what?
No, because the Patriots have a quarterback who can actually throw over the middle.
He said Drake May finna be fine as fuck in them jerseys.
You're insane. You're insane. No, you're insane.
Bro said not in them
jerseys. That was funny. But you're insane.
Hey, Durag, what? Be for real though. What quarterback out of your 5, not including your 4, not including Bryce Young, would you do like $1,000 Chris Brown picture with?
The meat and greed joint.
What does that mean?
You know how fans pay $1,000 take pictures with Chris Brown after the show? What do you think if you had the chance to take some photo pictures with your man Justin Herbert, you'd pay a stack? How much did you pay? Man. How much did you pay to take a picture with Drake May or Justin Herbert? How much? Like $100? Good pictures. Like we know each other pictures. We can post on the gram and niggas be like, oh, you cool with Drake, mate?
You might get a 20 ball out of me. That might be it. I'm broke.
Anyway,
man, no money.
What?
It says you might get 20.
Get on there so he finna toot that list shit up.
Anybody got Dylan Gabriel being Lamar?
No, man.
Hell no. Dylan Gabriel is terrible. It's gonna be a hell game though.
I'm not watching football for the rest of the year.
Got Jordan Love losing to Russell Wilson. Let's ride.
Shit, no, I'm chill out.
Potentially.
All right. And then let's get this Commanders Dolphins. What we got? So we get something.
Ugh,
that's nasty. Oh my!
I think you know what I think. I want to say about the Giants though. I think the football gods wanted Brian Dable out of there so bad, and I think the football gods seen what Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbutt was doing. They was like, "I'm sorry, y'all, we had to sacrifice y'all this shit because he has to go."
Hey, Trap forgot. Enter head coach Cheese. Take the Giants.
I ain't saying that. I'm back at Giants fan though. We back.
Hey, shout out Mike Kafka.
But Panthers, Falcons, Flam. Who you got? Make it quick. It's an ATL.
Oh, I got the Panthers.
This will be the game. This will be the game. Lose versus them fucking Saints.
They lose to the Panthers. They're finished, bro. It's over.
They lose to the Panthers.
I don't think
they beat them 30-0. What you mean it's over?
I agree. Like, I'm saying like their season is like because remember they traded their first round pick, so they're contending.
They 3-7, right? You think even if they beat us, you think because they might literally have the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is their like they have to beat y'all or it's over. They're done.
Yeah, they not circling. Even if they don't beat us, and they do beat us, they not circling the wagons for the last 10 games. I mean 9 games. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I mean 7 games. It's not gonna happen, bro. So we'll see. But I need JJ to be like, because JJ was so loud, bro. Like
early. If y'all win this week, JJ has to come up.
Man, Jake, y'all say this will be. Hold on, where's it at? Hold on.
Speaking of JJ,
hold on, early. Where they play? Where do they play?
No, it's in ATL. If they lose, JJ, we gotta get you back on here, brother.
Putting early bolo out.
I'm about to put it up.
But you know what it is, though. You know what it is. I'm gonna tell you why we beat them.
There's no excuse.
We're not worried about Bryce Young. None of that shit, bro. They are. I've been saying it. They some shit gets to run. Rico Dow finna come and have a and mind you, hey Young. I literally have JT. I don't think it's a better running back duo in fantasy than what I got. I got JT and Rico Dow in all my fantasy leagues, nigga. I'm good. Every week I'm due for at least 60 points with them two niggas. The way Rico Dow finna have a doodah day after the game he just had versus the Saints. Oh my God, I can't wait. They pussy inside, bro. Like I hate to say it, bro, but they are so soft running the ball. You see what Chris McCaffrey did. You just see what no, y'all understand what Jay? They literally said, hey, bro, we were going to overtime. We were going to give it to JT, and you can't stop it.
That's a problem too.
That shit was embarrassing, bro. Like they knew you had to stack the box to beat this dude. They were stacking the box and still getting butchered.
Next
early
game
swayed me. I was gonna choose Atlanta, but I think I'm going.
And then y'all all got Panthers.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm gonna take ATL. I'm taking.
All right. Anybody got Cam Ward beating the Texas?
Man,
no.
We gonna have a conversation about that boy too, because I was real loud about him during the offseason.
Because you said Joe Milton. Because you said you rather have Joe Milton over that nigga.
I was nasty. I was being nasty.
I'll take the Titans on some fluke divisional shit.
Early, you big on situation, right? Yeah.
Does anybody have the Cardinals?
He's still been bad this year.
Does anybody have the
So
Cardinals?
was Rick Man last year?
Ricky Pearsall is practicing, by the way, this week.
Jacoby.
That don't count. I'm a fan.
Early. He just got look. He just brought up another white man.
Slick Rick is back. He's back, baby.
See,
that's not fair. I'm a fan of the team. That
you call him Slick Rick?
What
you give your white boys nicknames too?
Early, hey, see, early. What's been running around? That boy slipping the motherfucker, boy.
What you call Mr. Herbert? J. Hubby?
Herbert?
You're anyways. What's the next game? I'm trying to see the weak ones. Bengals Steelers.
Bird not gonna be back to this, man.
Yeah. No wonder you took your do-rag off do-rag. They stopped letting you know white establishment.
I'm not gonna lie. Stop calling yourself do-rag Dave. You never wear a do-rag on my pod.
I got 80 do-rags.
Never worn a do-rag on my pod.
I got 80 do-rags.
They don't allow him to wear that do-rag in the white establishments. He stopped wearing it.
I don't want to wear them. First off, all the dread is ain't like they get the silk on. That shit tight than the motherfucker. And the velvet, it's hot as hell to be wearing the velvet. The velvet be hot than the motherfucker.
You nasty. What you call them, do-rag?
What?
What you call your hair?
Nigga, dreads?
It's locks.
Locks, my guy.
Dreads?
The white man got you like that, dreadful. The white man got you hating your hair, dreadful.
You're cooked. We fried you.
So I can't call dreadlocks dreads. Oh my bad.
They're locks, my boy. Dreads are dreadful.
Anyway,
that's the dumbest shit ever. All right.
Anybody got the Jags beating the Chargers?
Oof, that's gonna be a nasty game. I'm not gonna lie.
You could.
Yeah, they could. I'll take them. I'll take Jags over Chargers. Unfortunately,
I'll take Jags as well.
All right, cool. All right, now we're starting to get to the meat and potatoes.
Wait. Chargers just won a loss this last week.
They won.
Bye week.
Hey, y'all taking them? No, you said Jags. Y'all said Jags and Chargers.
Oh, they did to beat the Steelers.
They walked the Steelers, bum ass Steelers. Yeah. I got them. Y'all said the Jags gonna beat the Chargers?
They could. The Jags are weird. I can see the Jags coming back and just locking in for a game and just going stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
BJ be back and Trevor Lawrence be doing dots for no reason.
Parker Washington about to look like a dog.
Okay.
You nice.
All right, meat and potatoes. Actually, let's get this Monday Night Football game out the way. Another Cowboys Raiders.
Cowboys.
Raiders are so
ass.
Get Matt Crosby out of there, please, bro.
All right, so then now this is the real meat and potatoes. Lamb, we'll start with you. Do you think the Bucks can upset the Bills in New York?
Yeah, for sure.
I
think coming off
Bucks
a
are a heavy favorite.
Yeah, I think coming off
what's
a
heavy?
L, I think
like a bunch of points?
Like Bucks is like plus 230.
Get out of here.
Buffalo in wintertime?
In Buffalo. Yeah. It's in Buffalo.
In Buffalo? Ooh. Is it gonna snow or not?
It's gonna be cold. My pop says it's gonna be like 20, 30.
Give me Buffalo. Bucks ain't got no run game. You need a run game in that kind of weather.
I agree.
Do-rag.
Oh, I'm going on Buffalo because this is the bounce back game. They come in and ready to put some belt.
Josh?
Coming off a loss like that, I don't think you got to win. I think I'm taking Buffalo.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Marley, but I can't speak on that too much. But Broncos Chiefs, Josh.
Chiefs. Broncos with their fake ass wins. That shit gotta stop.
Do-rag.
What?
The Broncos are the worst watching football for me. I hate watching that team play football.
Facts.
How was your offense?
Watch this be the because again he do for one. Watch this be the Bo Nix masterclass. Watch this be the Bo Nix masterclass.
All right.
Also for my fantasy team, shit.
You know who you got?
Yeah, I got
Kansas City.
Flam.
KC.
All right, and then
that shit is back too.
What's the next game? Hold on, give me a second.
And KC have a bye week too? Hell yeah.
What was I about to say? Oh, last one. Sunday Night Football. Flam, are you Lions and Eagles?
Give me Detroit.
In Philly.
Give me Detroit. I don't like the game they just played, bro.
I know.
I'm with you.
Yeah, give me Detroit.
Early.
Detroit gonna be the game. I think I want Detroit to win, and it's gonna be the Eagles. This gonna be a game they actually win wholeheartedly with no problem. Like I think Detroit that secondary still banged up.
Oh, I forgot about. Oh yeah, Javon, good call. I gotta do that one too. And then do-rag. Who you got? Damn, nigga.
Detroit. I guess I'll go Detroit. I don't know.
Josh.
Damn. Oof. I think I'm gonna go to Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles.
Shout out Dan Campbell. He was cooking with the play call on this weekend.
All right, and then Josh, back on your last game. Back on your last game, Josh. Bears, Vikings.
Bears, Vikings. I'm gonna go Bears.
Do-rag.
Ooh, this is a big game. I'm going Vikings, man. Ooh, Vikings. You doing that hate watch, man.
Early.
Listen, listen. Hot take. Vikings do it now. I know y'all gonna be like, what? Get rid of Justin Jefferson now. Trade him high.
Hell yeah.
Get as much as you can as possible.
You going to the Patriots, boy?
Trade him high. Fleece somebody. Make somebody pay you a boatload for that boy right now. Let Naylor or get another receiver, whoever will be there. Let Jordan Addison be. I know. I'm gonna say Addison. Let Jordan Addison be number one. Get rid of Jefferson now. That little alligator arm shit he did last week was disgusting. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's time to sell him and start anew. It's okay. He's great. We know he's great, but sell him while he's great. Do not keep that boy too long. It's time to get off that contract. Make somebody pay you a boatload for him, and then rebuild, bro.
Make that mistake.
Yo, who you got?
Chicago. And Justin, you don't get that much credit for calling plays against Commanders. They don't get that much credit. You got to
Flam, who you got?
Just because I think that 9 shit is corny, I'm gonna go with Chicago. I don't like that 9 shit.
Look, shout out Dawson. Shout out my boy Dawson. But when he did that shit in the locker room, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, you a fake demon, bro.
That shit pissed me off.
Oh, what's the 9 shit?
Nah, he literally said after the game, after he beat the after he won the last game, whatever, he was like, yeah, niggas on my niggas act like the nigga dude asked him, do you get into like a different like mode like in games? He said, yeah, bro, I like I call myself 9 like when the game starts, like when I'm in the game. And I fuck with JJ McCarthy, bro. I'm like, nigga, pipe down. Like,
I ain't see nothing wrong with it, man. Fuck all that, man.
You calling yourself 9, and then
you ain't even good enough to
niggas calling yourself 9. Like niggas need to call 911 from what I saw fucking yesterday.
No, Trent. The other shit they said though.
Now that other shit, bro, that locker room shit when he was like this, looking like young boy and shit.
No,
you
niggas don't. You niggas let the Vikings put every piece of jewelry and grill on Kirk Cousins, and you niggas love Kirk. Nah, they turned Kirk Cousins into Kodak Black, and you niggas was cool with it.
Kirk was hooping though.
What we're not about to do is disrespect Kirko Chains. Because Kirko, when he was doing his thing, he was actually bugging out.
That man was hooping.
He was actually snapping. Like, you got to snap to get that, bro.
But that'd be your problem. I'd be inviting the white boys to the cookout too soon. Stop it.
I'm saying, you see when Kirk Cousins do for 500 versus the Bucks, he's flag surfing. Like, you got to do something like that.
Kirk Cousins on a plane with $4 million worth of jewelry, grills, and earrings. I said, look at this.
Now how is Kirko Chains? How is Kirk? Oh, no. Please tell me how is Kirko Chains?
It was corny too.
Hey, Trent. Look who you talking to, Trent.
How is that corny? That's crazy.
Y'all gotta stop letting these colonizers invade our spaces, man. Stop it, bro.
Once
you can
Mike,
be Kirk Cousins and be cool over there, bro. Like he ain't gotta put a chains on him.
More relax, please.
Once
gotta do that, man.
hit the gritty, that's where we should have drew the line, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where we should have drew the line.
I mean, yeah, because him, Mike Gesicki, Adam Thielen, I got it.
The only white quarterback I can see in NFL history that deserve a grill and some wicks is Drew Brees. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
And on that note, Chad.
Drew Brees?
Hey, Durag, stop calling them dreads though. For real, it's not good. It's not good. It's a negative connotation behind it.
Call them locks, Durag. But like I said,
all right, brother.
Like this, like God damn.
He's not hearing.
Damn, you trying to help a young brother out? That's crazy.
Like, damn, you trying to like.
It's literally a negative conversation that they put on them. That's why they call them dread. They call them dreadful. I call them dreads.
Chad, I appreciate y'all boys. You know, basically the birthday stream. I appreciate y'all sending all the super chats.
Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate you. I appreciate CHAS coming through, chopping up with us. You know, like I said, we bringing in your favorite players. We bringing in all pros, college football legends, YouTube legends. We got NFL agents coming on. We might have another big player coming on. Might win Offensive Rookie of the Year this year. It might be a big possibility.
You have JT on?
Genty.
I said JT on.
No, I said Offensive Rookie.
Mecca.
Yeah, might be a big possibility. You know, niggas about to have the OSU versus LSU receiver debate.
So I can tell him he the 7th best OSU receiver in the league right now.
You sad.
You're sad.
Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying though?
What? Emeka Egbuka is the leading favorite. Y'all talking about some Tyler Warren shit. Talk about that. It could be a possibility that Emeka Egbuka comes on next week, which will be great. Good. Be elite. That'll be an elite episode. But like I said, appreciate y'all boys. Keep tapping us. Thursday, we back in college football. Then Thursday night football, we're gonna be streaming. Then you already Saturday, Sunday, y'all know what the deal is. Regular streaming, schedule program. Like I said, Flam, I'm gonna say it again. I appreciate you bringing on I'm Mad last week. That shit was great.
I got you.
The chat, the niggas who saw the shit, they fuck with it. They didn't even know I had them on, so that was crazy. We chopped it up talking about games.
Yeah, niggas in the comments like, is that math?
He says that I'm Mad?
Right.
So, that was good. Like I said, keep tapping into this. Like I said, you said, yeah, I'm streaming this weekend. Say we about to be at 3K real soon. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all boys. Keep tapping into this.
Flam, you deserve to just for the rest of the season, bro. Go. You can be a Bills fan. You could be just for the rest of the season, bro. Don't do that to yourself. You ain't got to keep dealing with that.
I'm watching Tottenham Spurs for the rest of the year, bro. I ain't talking about no football, bro.
Tottenham Spurs.
Yeah.
Are you a Wemby fan?
I'm a Spurs fan.
Nah, brother. Hey, brother.
No. Early.
Look,
Tottenham Spurs is a
soccer
team. That's
I'm gonna catch y'all boys. I'm gonna catch y'all. I love y'all boys. We'll catch y'all boys. See y'all next week.
Salute.